Ball in the collar! Oh!
This is going to be a big one.
Carvajal. That's brilliant, Upamecano, boy. No, reset, lads, reset. Upamecano's dead. Get up, Upamecano, will ya? Who's next? Oh! Back to back to back to back! Back to back to back to back! Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, lads. And the look is in for Christmas, man. Number 7, Ronaldo. And then number 7, Kante. Boom! Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's done it again. He's done it again, the Anaconda. He's done it again. Look at him. Look at this, man. Cheeky chips. 83 finishing, lads. He finishes like 103. That's Tommy Yasu. Not easily, anyway. Go on, Mbappe. You've got the pace. This be a good pass. Oh! Oh, what a pass! What a pass!
We've seen it like a few times now today where there's been a chance or two that have separated these teams, and that's it. You know, they're low scoring.
Now, Morientes, touch and go, Morientes, please. Morientes! Oh, fuck you, Morientes, you killed me. You made me dream. This is leaving us with Bellingham, Barella, Costa Curta. Double pack? Lads, what's going on? I've never seen that animation before, man. It's a 2-on-1, surely. Oh, it's a 2-on-1 after you! Get in! Boom! Stick it in your pipe and smoke it! Now we've got a bit of a dark horse, lads. This guy, Leimer, who is a free agent as well. He is an Austrian player. He's a box-to-box centre midfielder. Oh, what a goal! Ooh, what's the crack, lads? Welcome back. We're live. I need to find my controller plug-in, actually, because it's going to go. Hold on now. Is this it? No. What's the crack, boys? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let's get it. Today, just a bit of a different stream. The hair is wild, man. The hair is wild. Welcome into everybody. Let me just find my... Oh, it's here. Let me just find my charger. I need to plug in everything here, man, and get going. Now, today is going to be a bit of a different stream, right? We do have an apology for 50,000 GP because of the issues with the maintenance yesterday. Welcome into everybody. We are live. PZ.Gamer, Abdil, Nicoletto, Actorius, Tomislav, Shotaz, James Bond, Abdil, Skibdonk is in the chat, Sid is in the chat, C is in the chat, Freudian is in the chat, Freaky's in the chat, Lich is in the chat, Jabber, Boss, and of course we also have Pet Styles. What's up, boys? Jabber is in the chat as well as Lecky. Daniel, welcome in as well, bro. Thank you for the congratulations. Hot T, welcome in. Trickshot, welcome in. King Dre, welcome in. Destiny, welcome in. Football Lad, welcome in. Subrit, welcome in. Arthur, welcome in. Jacoby, welcome in. AB Andy, welcome in. Castov S, welcome in. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of hellos. So this is your 50,000 GP. We also have a couple of our login stuff as well. And we do have the 50,000 GP, as you said there. Oxy, welcome in, brother. Nigel, welcome in. We did have the server load issues yesterday. They said that it's been lifted, that it's been fixed. Tuone, welcome in as well. Soccer Revolution, welcome in. Greetings to everybody watching. We have our objectives here to go in as well. So today, lads, is going to be a bit of a different stream. We're going to try out a couple of different builds. We're going to try out a couple of different stuff going on. Dimmy, welcome in, brother. Benham, welcome in. Good to see you back as well, boys. We have all of these already achieved. We have our logins as well. And we do have a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. But essentially, it's going to be pretty much the same kind of story the whole way, I think, until eFootball 2025. When is eFootball 2025 going to launch? I would predict eFootball 2025 is going to launch probably in the last week of August. I would say probably, if I had to guess, I would say that eFootball 25 will potentially launch, and I'll tell you, probably the 22nd of August, if not the 29th. It'll be one of those dates, in my opinion. That's just, me obviously putting 2 and 2 together. Burrows, welcome in, brother. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Because I'll tell you why, right? People are now just about finishing the lap, right? So there's a lot of people that have still not finished the lap. But also, we do have this mission here and this match pass. So this match pass here is going to go until the 8th of the 8th. And then I reckon what they'll do is they'll either have a brand new match pass for 3 weeks. I don't think that eFootball 25 will launch in September unless it is going to be bringing us in to the last week of September. If you look at this match pass here, it's just under a month. I think the same will be said for the next match pass. And also, I definitely think as well as that, the bigger sign of when things are going to actually be updated is going to be from the special player list. If you go in here and you look at these players here, these are going to be running for 40 days, right? So 40 days from now is going to be around that date that I said, So you've got 30 days from now. Next Friday is 7 days. August 2nd is 14 days. August 9th is 21 days. And then you also have August 16th is going to be 28 days. And then August 23rd, you're going to continue on. So maybe it will be into September. I don't think it will be, but I reckon that these will probably either reduce in how much time they're available for, or this 40 days time will be, what's 40 days from now? What date is 40 days from now? Let me just Google that. 40 days from now. So 40 days from now is actually the 28th of August. So that probably lines up with it being launching on the 29th of August. That's when I reckon that it will come. These packs here, this pack here will be over on the 29th. So I reckon we'll either get a soft launch of eFootball 25 on the 22nd of August, or we get the full-blown launch on the 29th of August, because this 40 days are left in that. We'll have one more update before that, because you've got the halfway point here. We'll have probably got the new summer transfers that will start to develop. You'll have Mbappe to Madrid, the king of the continent. They'll have all the new player transfers. We already know that's going to happen because it's happened for the last 2 seasons. And also these packs here, there's 40 days left in those packs, right? So listen, it's just about knowing the crack, man. I've been around the community a long time. I understand the cycles. I understand when they're going to be dropping stuff. And I think any of you guys that have been playing the beta, eFootball 22, 3, 4, and continuing to play the game now, it's kind of rinse and repeat. They do have a formula. And the reason why they have a formula is because they have certain threshold or certain dates set in stone that they have to hit, that they need to update all the licenses and stuff. And when the season does kick off, for example, they have got the Manchester United kit already updated with the new sponsor. Do you get me? So I reckon that that's when they'll start it. If you go in and you look at any of the new Manchester United players, I'm nearly sure that they have started to do the new season kits. I'm not too sure if you guys spotted that. But if we go in here and we sort and we filter this by Manchester United players, you will see that they've already started to do a couple of the players with the new kits. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, listen, I do feel as if eFootball 25 needs to bang. You can see there that they've got the Snapdragon kit there. But listen, I do feel that it needs to bang, but I don't feel like that eFootball 2025 is going to like reinvent, everything. I think that that's probably not going to come until mid-season with eFootball 2025. Or maybe even into eFootball 2026. And it's like, we're already talking about eFootball 2026 having the big update. And it's the same trap we fall into every year where it's like, oh, eFootball 2025 is going to bang. And then as it gets closer to eFootball 25 launch, we're like, okay, it's not going to, be ready for launch, but it's going to take a while. And then it's like our eyes turn to eFootball 26. In my personal opinion, I think eFootball 2025 has to bang in terms of either a content or they need to readjust the gameplay. I don't think they're going to do both, but they definitely need to do one. If not, it's going to be a super long year in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be August 22nd or 29th. They might do August 22nd for like V4.0 and then transition everything over with the new packs, the new legends, the new boosters, everything that they're going to be doing new from an actual content card point of view. And then the gameplay tweaks will come on the 29th. That's what I think that they'll do. So, yeah, honestly, I think that's what they'll do. Yesterday, we did spin for Platini as well. I have a video done on the free reset. We're going to be training players here today. These are all the players that I have. And I feel like now at this stage in the game, The changes that they're bringing are going to be okay. They're getting rid of the contracts. So at the moment, I think I have roughly, I've got 211 contracts. Now, what I'm going to do today is I am pretty much going to sort out, I'm going to sort out my entire team because I have a lot of players. I have 650 players, right? But I'm only going to sort out players that are 4-star and under, because I'll tell you why. There are going to be new items given instead of, 5-star players. So if we release Aspas here, who's a 4-star, right? If you release this 4-star player or anything under than that, and you just release him, you don't actually get a contract. It has to be a 5-star player. Mr. Rango, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. But if you release a 5-star player, like any of these 5-star players here, like Balogun, if you release him, you will still get your training experience and you will still get your GP, but you will also get a contract renewal up to now. So I'm going to hold all these players that I'm going to be releasing until I actually get the new item that they're going to be given instead of the contract renewals. I reckon it's going to be probably skill trainers, or I reckon that they're going to give some sort of system that you're able to give players new play styles, or you're able to train players into a different play style. So for example, I might be able to turn Romario from a fox in the box into a deep line forward or whatever. Similar to how the training and the skills work at the moment. Or I might be able to turn Platini into a whole player, or a deep line forward and make him a center forward. I don't know what way they're going to do it, but I know that they're going to do something. I don't think that licenses are going to be a big factor for them. Yo, Rels, welcome in, bro. Executioner, welcome in as well. I don't think so, man. I don't think that they're going to have massive. I don't think that you're going to have massive licenses. I mean, they've lost a couple of licenses, so I don't think that that's going to be a big deal for them at this stage in the game. I don't think that they need them. Honestly, lads, I don't think that they need licenses. Now, today, lads, what we're going to do is we're going to train some squads. We're going to train some stuff up. We're going to see what we can do, and then we're going to test out some stuff. Now, I'm going to get rid of pretty much all my 4-star players here and my 3-star players. And my 2-star players. I'm going to get rid of all of these. Right, we do have a couple of players in here that I don't want to get rid of because I want to keep them. And there's no real point in releasing these yet, in my opinion. So, for example, there's some players here that are going to have, like, no contracts left. I'm probably not going to give them contracts back. Plus, I already have a lot of these players. Star, welcome in, bro. I don't think we'll get the Bundesliga license is locked to EA. Same with La Liga. We won't get the Bundesliga. But honestly, boys, I don't think we need the licenses, man. And I know I say this, right? But if Konami add an edit mode, or they add some way of getting in the crests and the kits for eFootball 2025 on console, I mean, that not only saves them a ton of money in getting licenses, right? I know the presentation and that won't be there, but they can't compete with EA for that anyway. You know what I mean? They just can't. Prince, I gave my son 98 finishing, even though you always say we don't need it, but it made a huge visible difference in Blitz. I'm glad that it's working out for you, bro, but I'm just going to tell you straight up, there is genuinely no animation different with a 98 or 99 finisher compared to 90. There's no code in the game that differentiates between having 90 overall and finishing stat and Blitz curler. What is probably happening there is you are probably scoring goals with Blitz and a lot of Blitz, and Blitz overrides the stats. So it's probably just that you're getting the power right, you're getting everything right. Finishing is way down on the list of stats that need to hit a certain threshold. I've scored bangers with Bergomi, my right back, who's got 59 finishing. I've scored long range drives with Llorente, who's got like 75 finishing and 80 kicking power. It's animation based. The only stats that aren't animation based or skills that aren't animation based are like speed. Speed is basically based on stats and the player physique and stuff like that. Not saying that you're wrong, man. Not saying that you're right. But again, we can have difference of opinion. But there is no difference between a player having like 90 passing rating or 90 finishing rating. Because you should be able to finish with a 90 overall finisher or a 99 overall finisher. Yeah, because the only difference in that is before that gets clipped and it's like, oh, you know, Barry is saying that you don't need 98 finishing. It's not that I'm saying that you don't need 98 finishing. If you are scoring goals with a 98 overall Son, and if Son has got 98 finishing, right, and he's scoring and banging goals in for you, it's not that it's an advantage to have him at 90 over 98 stats. But what I'm saying is that, like, probably the reason that you're scoring is other factors than just having his stat at 98. Again, I didn't write the Bible on eFootball, man. I'm only going on what I've been told, what I've reached out and asked certain questions, and got exact answers. And also from tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of research and testing. That's all it is. But as I said, man, we all have different opinions. It's the same reason if somebody said to me, do I rate Araujo over Tomiyasu? I would rate Tomiyasu over Araujo, but not this Araujo now, the all big time Araujo. Yeah, the player's ID, man. It's the player ID and the animations. That is 90% of the card. That is why Rijkaard and Vieira, you can make it as complicated as you want, man. You can make it as complicated as you actually want. You can say like, oh, you know, the reason that Vieira is able to intercept this ball is because he's got, you know, this tall, like he's this tall, his legs are this long and whatever, right? You can complicate it and put as many formulas into the game as possible. But I'm just telling you straight up, the game is not that complicated, man. The reason why Vieira and Rijkaard are so dominant is because they're coded to be that way. That's it. You don't need to complicate it. There's a reason why all the top players use Vieira or Rijkaard. It's because they do so much for you on the game. That's just the way they're coded, you know? Collar wrote the Bible. Yeah, exactly. Kante and Pedri score screamers and Romario misses tap in if the game wants. Well, it's not even if the game wants, Dimmy. Yeah, but the point remains. Yeah, that's simplifying the game. The point I'm making. You will hit the post with a 95 rated finisher, and you can score a banger with an 80 rated finisher. You know what I mean? It just depends, man. It depends on what version of the game is out. It depends what they're tweaking. It depends what they're nerfing and they're buffing. The players aren't really the concern. It's more the gameplay. The gameplay defines what way the players are going to play on the pitch. And then there's probably about maybe 20 plus, maybe 20, 25 players that play above the gameplay. And what I mean by that is, Vieira, you could hand the controller to a 5 or 6 year old that has never played eFootball, and Vieira will get 5 or 6 interceptions just based on how good he is in the game, you know? Yeah, I think edit mode will be cool. So lads, today all we're going to do, man, is we're going to train up any cards that we've been kind of waiting to train up, right? Now, I'm going to get rid of a lot of these cards. I don't really like getting rid of cards because I reckon eventually, it might take a while to do it, but I do reckon eventually Konami will bring in some sort of... I don't even think that they'll bring in a trade, you know, player versus player thing. As in, I don't think they'll make it that I can literally put Bob or Adama Traore up on a transfer market and you guys can bid on him. I think what they'll probably do is they'll create a transfer market within the game's system and its infrastructure, if that makes sense. I don't think that they'll make it trade like player v player. I think they'll make it like similar that you sell it back to the market, if that makes sense. So for example, instead of me just releasing these players here, instead of me releasing these players, right, and I just literally just get my actions here, I release them and I get my trainer programs and I get my GP and whatever. Instead of this, I might be able to like transfer these 3 players and redeem a 5-star card or something like that. Like a transfer market where you're redeeming stuff and you're piling cards that it may be like if you trade 10 cards, you're able to get 1 5-star back. Or if you trade, you know, 15 legends, you're able to get like a showtime, or 10 5-star cards, you're able to get a showtime, stuff like that. I don't ever see, and I don't ever think Konami will do a player to player transfer market. I think it would be too difficult to do it with the mobile being the main factor. They might bring it to mobile. I don't think they'll ever bring it to console. I could be wrong. As I said, I'm not always right. A lot of the stuff that I'm saying is just me talking out loud. Star, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, they'll do some sort of system like SPCs. Yeah, that's what I reckon that they'll do. They'll make it that, like, I did a video on this before, where like instead of them giving you free players, they will literally just make it that you will be able to train up cards very effectively and be able to, how would I say this? You'll be able to trade up cards and you'll also be able to get stuff back from those cards, if that makes sense. So for example, if I was to trade in Inzaghi, Andy Cole and Robbie Keane, I put 3 legends up and I'm able to redeem it for a new current legend. So I could redeem and trade Elber, Andy Cole, Lizarazu, Robbie Keane, and Inzaghi as 5 legends, put them into a trade system, and then I'd be able to redeem Platini or something like that. That will solve 2 problems for Konami, right? It will solve the contract situation, as in it will stop people. People will want the new cards all the time. If you've got 5 versions of Romario, some people will still want the new version of Romario because it's new and shiny and has a couple of different things, you know? Burrows, thank you for joining, bro. You're off to play golf, man. GG's. We played some foot golf actually over when I was in Portugal. It was actually quite fun. No, I don't think so, Dre. Honestly, I don't think I will, bro. I don't think that they will. Danny, welcome in, bro. I reckon that they will. They'll bring in some sort of trade system. All right, let me just get rid of a lot of these players, lads, because I'm never going to use these players again. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to get... I'll just release any standard card and any card that I'm not going to use. Probably pretty much all of these here. So bear with me. Okay, so that's all I have is 44 of them. That's fine. I think the rest of the cards I have are one-star players because I have so many of the skills. I have Brazil Neymar build up on the channel, bro. Ruben Neves. I mean, I have Ruben Neves here. I wouldn't play Ruben Neves, though, unless you really are determined to play him. Like, I don't think he's that good. We got him in the free spin, as far as I know. This Nkunku is really nice as well, this guy. I was in Portugal for 6 days, yeah, at a wedding. Where's Ruben Neves here, lads? Where is he, man? Did I go past him? Barrios, Rabiot, Bongartier, Bappe, Zakaria. Oh, he's here. Like DMF Orchestrator, I definitely don't think he's good enough, man. Like, why would you play him? Is he the best player that you have? Yeah, they will. I reckon that's the only way that they'll sort out the contract situation. Yeah, he's a good player, man. He's a good player. But this is the thing about the game. There's a lot of good players. There's a lot of good players that you can use. Yeah, I mean, he does have game-changing pass. I agree with that. He does have game-changing pass, but to be honest with you, even when you train him up, he's got 31 levels, man. But you have to play him. You have to play him as kind of like an AMF, really, or a CMF, like an attack and CMF, which leaves a lot of gaps in your defense, especially as you come up the levels. He's too slow, man. If you're going to be playing Division, listen, you could use my grandmother in this game until you get to Division 2. Division 4, 5, 3, even most games in Division 2, you can get by with absolutely beasting with just any player, man. I've got to Division 1 using Collar as my main striker and scoring a goal a game with him. You know? Abdil, I mean, yeah, obviously it's making lots of money, bro. What do you mean? Of course it's making money. This is the most successful eFootball ever, eFootball 24. The amount of money they're making is unbelievable. Because the game is massively, massively popular with the cards. Danny Metal, I can show you the build, yeah. What do I think of 235? Yeah, I mean it's very meta. It supports what the game rewards. 235. Personally, for me, my enjoyment of this game comes from playing possession. Possession isn't rewarded in the game, but it's the most fun, I think. All right, so we're going to play one game, right? We're going to play one game, and then we're going to go through all the players that I have here and build them up. I will show you all the players that I have here. Yeah, but it depends on how you're playing, man. We're playing in Division 4 here. And to be honest with you, like, the thing is with the game at the moment is Division 3 onwards is sweaty just because most people are playing meta. Most people know how to play the meta. Because if you get to Division 3, there is an investment in time and players to actually get to Division 3. Now, you can get to Division 3 if you're exceptionally talented. You can get to Division 3 very easily, and Division 2 and 1. You can get there quite easily with a standard GP team if it's built towards the meta. But the game becomes a lot easier for you when you have the best players. You have Vieira and Rijkaard, they're doing everything for you, you know? Most of the people that are playing in Division 3, 2, 1, especially as you go up the levels, they're playing the game super tryhard mode. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing else to play in the game. We did it in the last round. We got to Division 1. We got our badge. So what? There's nothing else to play for, man. I'm never going to play this game competitively, like full time. When eFootball 25 comes out, I will probably hit it very, very hard, and I'll try and push rank for the first month of the game. Because I know you guys like to see that. And it will probably cause a lot of rage, which I know you guys like to see that as well. Messi is good. I mean, my understanding of it is different. Yeah, the AI playstyle is how the player moves, man, when the AI are controlling him at all times. That's what it is. But the player's playstyle and his stats override the AI playstyle. But yeah, for eFootball 2025, I'm going to have a brand new kind of style on the channel. We'll have a brand new kind of setup. We're hoping to multi-stream. We're hoping to dual stream. We're hoping to do a lot of different things. Lads, Romario's just stink. He's too good, man. I mean, Romario's just a goal a game every game. 2 minutes on the clock. He intercepts. It's game over for this guy already. But yeah, once eFootball 25 launches, we're going to have a week where we just literally stream every day for launch week. We're going to cover every bit of content. We're going to stream like crazy. We're going to push rank. We're going to push hardcore. And that's going to be it, man, for the first week, I'd say. Yo, Neil, what's up, bro? I wouldn't put... Why would you put Vieira into a CB? There's no point in putting Patrick Vieira into a CB position. None whatsoever. But listen, man, this is why I don't play like meta, because the game is too easy if you play meta, and it's too easy if you just do what the game wants you to do. Well, I wouldn't play Vieira at CB. Vieira can play as a left back, right back. It doesn't matter, man. Vieira is like one of the best players in the game. I personally would play him as my main CMF if I'm playing a two-man anchorman and a destroyer or whatever. You can play lots of players, man. You can play... Beckenbauer is another example. You can play... It depends who you're coming up against, man. You could play Vieira as a centre forward if you're coming against somebody that isn't good at the game. If you're better than somebody at the game, you can play any player, any position. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate it, bro. Crossing is completely bad, yeah. Well, I personally wouldn't take Vieira out of his best position, no matter how good he'd be at CB, because I'm set at CB. Exactly, Active Dan, yeah. But as I said, man, you can play any player anywhere, really, in this game. It doesn't really make a difference. It's all how the players are actually going to perform. This guy's still not tapping, man. Yeah, exactly. How many games have I played Collar as a CB, or Collar in goals, or Griezmann in goals, or Giroud in goals? Like, Rijkaard is effectively playing as a centre-back as it is in this system. Like, it's easy for me to pile it onto this guy, because I can see that this guy is struggling to defend me. So it's easy for me to say, like, oh, you know, I can score this goal with Romario. I mean, this guy is at 6s and 7s at the back now. So I could bring Collar up front here and score. It's not because I'm like beasting with Collar or anything like that. It's just that I have the measure of this guy. Yo, Ron, what's up, brother? Happy Friday, man. What do you guys want to see in eFootball 2025 from a gameplay point of view? Now, I must say the servers feel a little bit better today. It feels a little smoother. The ball is still getting trapped between your legs, though. And they've definitely tweaked the AI since I last played it. My last stream was 8 days ago, apart from yesterday, obviously. But I think they've definitely switched up the defensive responsiveness when you're controlling them. The AI is still very super accurate. And they still get way too many blocks. Well, pass assistance will never go, I don't think, Ron. I don't think that it will ever go, man, to be honest with you. Yeah, but Messi is good. As well as that, bro, I just think that the new Romario as well. The one big difference with the new Romario is the fact that he doesn't have 95 plus attacking awareness. This is Division 3, lads. Yo, Pizza Boy, welcome in, bro. Thank you. Yo, Dom, welcome in, bro. Crossing and passing improved. I'd like to see dribbling nerfed a bit. You want to see dribbling nerfed? How so, man? I would definitely think that they've got dribbling. The only thing they need to do with the dribbling is when you are shielding a player. That needs to be nerfed. But I think the dribbling is at a high point now. I appreciate that, Dom, but honestly, I think the dribbling needs to be kind of the factor with the gameplay at the moment. Yes, if they're going to nerf it, they need to nerf it in a way of like retaining possession. I'd love to see an update of the dribbling animations. When you do chop turn, it's so slow. Yeah, that's a good point as well, as Dom. The dribbling needs to be nerfed in ways, but then boosted in other ways. Let's say something out of honesty here. You're very humble and down to earth compared to other YouTubers without mentioning the name. You give a GG's even after losing the game. Others would throw names. Well, listen, man. At the end of the day, it's at the end of the day, man. I try to just keep everything friendly, man. I do get triggered now. Don't get me wrong. I do get triggered, and I kind of get frustrated sometimes when you lose games. But most times, man, when you lose a game, you lose a game. You just move on. There's nothing to be gained from there's nothing to be gained from losing a game in this. You could lose one game and then win two, and you're right back where you started. So it's kind of counterproductive to just let it define your entire stream, you know? Especially, I've kind of learned as well, man, and I'm sure with eFootball 2025, there will be streams where I just, like, go down a path of destruction where I start complaining. But at the end of the day, man, I try to stay away from that because everyone's dealing with the same issues. Some games, I score every chance I get on target. Other days, they just won't go for me. But my opponent has faced that as well, you know? It's just all how you deal with it. Especially when you're not playing competitively, man. And I don't really care if somebody beats me because it's just about rolling on to the next one. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love. They update Master League from other games, it'll be great. I don't think they'll bring Master League. They'll bring some sort of offline, but it probably won't come at launch. They make an event where you're locked and you get nice rewards. Exactly, Ron. They could do that, man. But how many people will play it? That's the problem. You know, they've tested it out before. They've tested out before having like one pass assistance, and people just go back to the most assisted one. Yo, Gary, welcome in, bro. Afternoon, man. Handhold in defense has to be nerfed. I agree. Dribbling should be buffed, except that shielding thing. Way too many players run around in circles with players who just aren't capable of in real life. Yeah, that is something I would agree with, Dom. I even do that as well, man. People just can't defend it. If they let the AI defend it, yes, the AI can defend it because it's in the game and it's built that way. But yeah, I definitely don't think that is... I definitely don't think that's... Like, that needs to be fixed. I do agree with that, the defending. All right, let's crack on, man, with a couple of builds, right? Because this isn't going to be like a real gameplay type stream. I'm going to do a lot of stuff here, man, of just building players and building things. So any player that you want to see, any player that we have, we can get it going. So these are all my best players. And with the free reset, we can go with that. My 09, Messi feels juiced at CF with the Champs. Master League and become a legend. Think should add more dribbling skills. I would actually like an interesting PvE mode like moments and actual rewards. Hi to everyone, says Bill. Welcome in, Bill. Yo, why guys? Welcome in, bro. Summer has finally arrived in London. Yeah, it's pretty okay here, man. It's overcast, but it's nice. It was like 30 degrees in Spain or in Portugal when we were there, so I got a nice kind of little tan. In my opinion, is Baggio worth it over Platini? Well, you tell me. I'll show you here. This is Platini and this is Baggio. They're both creative players. They're both similar styles. They're their stats. You tell me, bro. David Villa, I just want Defender to go back to what it was like. I know it depends on the angle of the body, but passing with swerve needs to be more consistent, not just straight pings, especially when to tread a pass. I agree, Ron. That's one big issue I agree with. Headers should be buffed. They should tackle how people cheese goals from the same position every time. Yeah, well, there's always going to be like things that work and things that don't work in the game. And at the moment, this game really rewards central play. Like if you look at any of the top ranked players, right? If you look at any of them, I'll show you, man. A lot of the top ranked guys, man, they don't build players for their individuality. They build players to fit into a system. And they will probably have, you know, if they start off with Mbappe up front, they will have 2 or 3 players that they'll be able to use. This is a wrong leveling of Platini, says Hassan. Hassan, I don't think so, bro. This guy is using 5 at the back. There is no wrong leveling of any player. You build a player for what system you're using. This is where people get it twisted, such as Hassan. And as I said, that's not me having a go at Hassan or anything. But I'm just saying to you is that like this way of thinking is like, oh, you know, that build is wrong. He's only 102 overall. He should be 104. When somebody starts talking stuff like that, man, it's clear that they're literally just building a squad and not actually playing the game and understanding what they're meant to be doing. How is your Griezmann build? I'll show you all my builds. But if this guy's using this Southgate here, man, right? He's got Samuel Eto'o, he's got Holiday MF with Vieira holding. 3 CBs and 2 left and right wingers. He's definitely using a sub tactic to push up the pitch and play 3 at the back. Happy Friday, Drew. Welcome in, bro. I'm going to show you everything, man. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to start with my main squads. Yo, Vazzy, well, what's up, brother? What's up? I don't play mobile. No, not at the moment, but watch the space for the future. All right, let me get in my main kind of my teams, right? Hassan, listen, bro. You don't need speed, man. You don't need speed. That's what I'm saying to you. What do you need speed for in the game? Every player, apart from the first like step or two, is able to catch every player in the game. The reason why this Platini is 100 dribbling is because we're testing out this 100 dribbling. This is not my final build of Platini because I'm using Platini as an AMF. This Platini build here is not the one I was using yesterday because of the free reset. And we're going to be building all these players today, man. Listen, a lot of people make this mistake. If you go to this, right, and you go to auto allocate, this will give you the best version of the card, right? And this will be a 90 acceleration, 86 speed, 100 ball control, and it'll be 104 overall, right? But if you kind of delve deeper into this build here, you will see that he has 8 into passing. 8 into passing is kind of wasted on this Platini because, personally speaking, the passing is already busted in the game. Now, you can go 90 passing if you want to because it's going to take 8. The 12 into dribbling is probably too much as well. The dexterity only has 8 and it's 7 into lower body. Boys, stop sending me stuff, man. Stop sending me stuff. I'll have to just turn off my notifications, man. Shooting, passing, dribbling, dex. All of these here, man. This will give you the best, highest rating of the player. 104 overall Platini. But if you're training up Platini in a different way, you can train him exactly for the role that you want on your team. So, for example, if I'm playing a match and I have on the bench Baggio, right? And Baggio is going to start. I have a player that's got 90 speed, 95 acceleration, 99 balance, and his ball control and finishing are all in the 90s as well. So if I'm starting Platini and Platini's not doing it for me, I'm going to just replace him with a very similar player, but a slightly different player, if that makes sense. A slightly different build. That's why you have so many players on the bench now, if you're playing competitively. That's what I'm saying. If you are a top rank and you're playing with Mbappe or Samuel Eto'o up front, if those aren't working for you, you will have Michael Owen and you'll have Hullet, or you'll have David Villa and Shevchenko, and you'll have a mix of players. Do you get me? A player like Platini or Romario or Griezmann, they don't need to have every stat at the highest available. You just have a very specific purpose why you're using Platini as an AMF over Griezmann. If I want a pure pop and drop speedster, dribbler, I'm not going to use Platini. I'll use somebody like Andres Iniesta because of his player ID, his play style as a whole player, and because I'll be able to get his speed a little bit higher than normal. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to worry too much about the finishing on him. I can get his dexterity up or whatever. Also, if I'm just looking for pure raw speed, I can go that route with a different attacking midfielder, such as Maradona. And Maradona has 99 acceleration, 100 balance, 92 speed. He still has 85 finishing. All of that. You know? So as I said, man, if you're building a player, right? For Platini's build here, and we'll start with him because he's a new player. If you're building Platini, if I'm using this formation, which is a 4-2-1-3, right? I'm probably going to pull in Ben White into a center position role here. Now, it depends what I'm playing. If I'm playing competitively or if I'm playing to push rank, I'm going to probably play the meta 3CB. And then I'm also going to put the individual instructions and defensive on either Maldini as my destroyer or Carlos, right? To keep him pushed back. So I have a back 4. I'm also going to have deep line on Rijkaard, that when Rijkaard is defending the ball, he's essentially going to be slotting in here as a DMF. That's it, man. And that's it here. That's probably what I'm going to play here. So my role that Platini is going to be doing here in this kind of out wide, I've got 2 up here and I've got an overlap. Right? This is it, man. And this is it. That's going to be it, man. Romario, Griezmann, Platini, Vieira. So I'm going to have a very specific rule here with building these cards. And that's it. What sound is low? This isn't a showcase for videos, man. We're doing a stream on player leveling. I already told you, bro. We're not doing, like, if I show a video of one player, then 50 players send me videos. This isn't my main formation. My main formation has been, like, a slight variation of this all the time. But if I'm playing this, that's kind of what I've been going back to quite a while. So let's start with Platini. Right? If I'm using Platini, I need him as my all-around link-up. I don't need any defense on him. I don't need any track back. I don't need that much speed. Because when he picks up the ball, he's going to be in a really attacking position straight off the rip. So I will have speed on him, but I'm not going to go to the lips. Yo, Kirill, what sound is very low, bro? What do you want about sound is very low, man? I haven't touched my sound settings. Turn up your volume in your phone or your PC, man. The sound has literally not been touched in months. 6 into lower body is going to give me 85 speed, 85 plus kicking power. Right? Finishing. I'm happy enough with finishing at 85. Passing. I'm happy enough with passing at 85. Or 86, whatever. 85 and 87 finishing because he's got the booster, right? I do want his curl to be over 90, so that's nice. Plus, it's not going to be a lot for me to have the finishing that high. Oh no, hold on. I made a mistake, hold on. That's my bad. Because I'm getting the booster on him here, we only need to put 3 into shooting. It's 3 and 3. Yo, Steven, what's up, bro? 85 finishing, 85 tight possession, or 85 low pass. Ball control, all of that, man. All of that is going to be nice. Now, we're going to go 8 into dribbling here. Reason being is because it's going to only take us, what? 2, 4, 6, 8. It's going to take us 12 points into that, and we have them to spend. Lower body. All we're going to do with the lower body here is put 6 into that. That's going to give us 85 speed, 85 plus kicking power. 79 stamina is a bit of an issue, but we'll deal with that in a second. His passing, his dribbling, his finishing, for the role we're going to be playing him is more than enough. He's not a whole player, so we don't need to go that aggressive with him. Dexterity. This is going to be the big one, man. If we can get 12 into dex, or if we can even go more into dex, that is kind of where I wanted to go. That's going to max out his balance, max out his acceleration, max out his attack and awareness. Now we can revisit where we want to throw the rest of it. 85 speed for me is more than enough, but I would like to pop one more maybe in there if we wanted to do that. And then the shooting, we can go 1 into that and 1 into that if you want to do that. Like, that's not a bad build for the role that we're going to play. It's not the final build, I would say, but you've got 90 curl, you've got 85 plus low pass and finishing, you've got attack and awareness, ball control, dribbling and tight possession all over 90, speed and kick and power over 85, and acceleration 95 plus. Maybe you could go one less dexterity if you really wanted to, like 13 dexterity. If you wanted to go that, you could do that as well. You could kind of do that. That wouldn't be a bad shout either. 95 accel. Yeah, I think that's probably perfect. Yeah, I think that's probably perfect. I think that's probably where you need it to go. 85 plus on all those stats. You've got your 90s with all your attack and awareness. You have 101 balance, 95 acceleration, and you still have a little bit left over as well. So you could do that very easily if you wanted to. Shooting, I'm never too fussed on shooting because he's obviously got the build, but you could probably pop 3 more into that and get to finish into 90. Like, that's a very solid card, man, for an attacking midfielder. Very solid. You don't need more than 79 stamina. That is probably one concern with that card, but it depends whether you want to get 90 finishing or not. I personally think that's a tough one, man. That is actually a tough one now, I'll be honest with you. That's a tough one. You could go that build as well. You could go that build as well there. 88 finishing, 86 low pass. Everything else is pretty perfect, but you have to get the stamina and the speed and the kicking power up a little bit higher. But Mook, this is the thing, bro. You don't need stamina. There's no difference to a player playing with 0 stamina or full stamina. Not enough for it to cause you the game. Because all you're doing is playing Platini till 70 minutes and then whipping him off. That's all you're doing, man. You don't need to have a 99 rated stamina build with Platini with these stats. You're using him until he stops being effective for you and then you whip him off. You know? That's basically it, man. That is what you can do. There's lots of different builds on him. You know? 95 acceleration. The only reason I'm going 95 acceleration is for the attack and awareness. If you ignore the 95, if the 90 attack and awareness, you don't need to use that. That is it. You don't want to get spanked today, so please stop asking for 2v2. We're not doing 2v2s today. We're not doing subscriber until the end of the stream. That's it, man. But listen, when Platini starts to get tired, lads, you just whip him off for somebody that's very similar, or else something different if that's not working. You could transfer him out maybe for the likes of Hullet. You could put Nedved in there, who's more of a kind of a defensive unit if you're struggling to keep a lead. There's lots of different things. You're not tied to playing an attacking 11 or a standard 11 all the time. You've got what, 2, 4, 10 builds? You wouldn't smoke a cigarette, bro. Come on, stop now. Stop messing. Yeah, Maradona's a good shout as well, but I wouldn't play Maradona anywhere but here. I don't think he's good enough for an AMF. Now, he is a hole player. You could play him that position, but I prefer somebody that's able to cover a bit more ground. He's got pretty decent speed and acceleration. It's not bad. His dribbling is amazing. His finishing is amazing. His low pass is amazing. Him and Griezmann, though, are very similar players, if you look at the two of these. Like, this Griezmann is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The only thing with this Griezmann here is that he doesn't have balance in the 90s. Platini being better than Baggio, I mean, they're so similar that there is no real difference between them, depending on how you build them. You know? Because I guarantee you, right, if you ever match up against a top 200 player in the world, right, and you happen to take a lead, they will pause the game, go straight into their squad, and they will genuinely change their system or change a player or two and get right back into the game. Whereas if you're playing a lower ranked player or a more casual player, they will leave their starting 11 on for probably 60 minutes. They're not thinking too deep about the game. They'll either get frustrated and just stay playing the game out of annoyance, or they'll stay pressing and doing the same thing. It's very rare that you come up against a player that's going to go in and have a plan B, plan C. Usually people just have plan A, and when that works, they win games. When it doesn't work, they don't switch it too much. Like you saw in that last game that I played against that guy. I basically scored after 2 minutes with an interception from him. What does he do straight away? Gives me a second goal 2 minutes later by getting caught in possession again. Didn't learn from him his mistake. What ends up happening? He concedes a third goal and then he taps out. Well, Antonio, it's the same thing with the kicking power, man. I feel like that there's a lot of misconceptions out there about kicking power. Like, if you look at any of the players here, man, if you go into training mode, right, you understand that at any stage, if you're going to be whapping up a shot or ramping up a shot, you know that stunning shot is animation based. It's not stat based. And what I mean by this is, if you kick the ball with Maldini, with stunning shot, it's animation based. Do you get me? As in, the animation is still the same for whoever kicks it. Where kicking power comes into it is for different things, such as like this, but like still, like that. See? Yeah, I'll show you the Vieira build. That's probably the biggest one. This Vieira build is probably the hardest player to build, but I think that the main thing with Vieira is probably now you don't need 90 speed with him. So the old Vieira build was this, and I'll just show you really quickly. The old Vieira build that I had, I think, was this. Was it 15 into lower body? I think it was this one. Dexterity was only 80, I think. I think this was the build. 85 kicking power, 100 stamina. We'd only 2 into passing. Tight possession stayed the same. And then I think the rest was into defense and physical contact. I think that was the build we had. It was 99 at tackling, I think. I think that was it, man. I think that was the build that we had. 99 tackling, 90 speed, 80 acceleration. 80 passing, 80 tight possession. That was the build that we had before. But I would slightly change that now. I don't think I would play... I'll tell you, right? The speed at the moment now... is not as effective as it used to be. because they've slightly changed. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, right? They've slightly changed when you control the ball now. They've slightly changed it. I would say that this Vieira is probably like going to be best off at like 11, because it's going to cost you, right? To get him to level 11, it's going to cost you whatever, like 21 points. So it's going to cost you 4 points. Then it's going to cost you 8 points to get him to level 8. Then it's going to be 3 points from here on in. So it's going to cost you about 21 points to get him up to this rate. Gridharan, stop spamming, bro. 85 speed, 85 physical contact. Balance is probably the key with Vieira to get it up to about maybe 85 as well. And to get him to 85, it's going to cost you the same amount of points to get him to the lower body. So you have 39 points left, but you got 85 speed, 85 acceleration. His balance is up. His physical contact is at 85. His stamina is at 98. All the players now are taking slightly heavier touches. Defensively, Vieira is just going to be this. I would probably potentially go with this, because he's going to be getting to boost his physical contact there. And that will round off the defending very nicely, because you'll be able to get the 2 boost onto that with the 13 defending. Passing, you only need 2 into that. It's going to leave you with 5 points. And then if you wanted to, you could max out the speed there to get the stamina at 99. Yo, Chaz, what's up, brother? I don't think you need anything much more than that. 90 physical contact, 99 stamina, 85 acceleration, 80 plus tight possession, low pass, kick and power. Defensively, brilliant. It's really nice. It's a really nice card. There's no weakness in this card. Could you get the dribbling up? Yes, you could. I'd probably put the dribbling up to his ball control to get that at 80. So 102 overall Vieira. Now, the only reason I'm building this Vieira this way is because of the position I'm playing him. Rijkaard is my main stopper. Vieira is my main track down guy. Griezmann is a similar position here. I would probably take a little bit off Griezmann's dexterity. Maybe 10 into Griezmann's dex. Maybe 1 more. No, that's the acceleration at 90, the balance at 85. The shooting with Griezmann is key, but he doesn't have blitz curl or anything like that. We're not going to go... Doesn't he have the booster? Yeah, so we have 85 finishing there. Now, ball control, once we get 4 into this, and the passing, because the passing is obviously going to be at 78 there, but we're going to be getting the booster to that. $85 dribbling, 89, 85 low pass, 85 finishing. We'll pop 1 more into tight possession here. Now, we're going to have lots of points still to mess around with. I'm just showing you this build here. Lower body, we can get that up to 85. And again, I don't need massive speed or stamina on this Griezmann, because as soon as he gets tired, or if I need a bit of speed, I'm just switching him off for like a 95 speed build. Because speed for me just doesn't cut it anymore. Vieira's just recently hit 1,000 games for me. Yeah, I think Vieira is probably the best pound for pound player in the game, especially now with the gameplay. There's no difference between 85 and 88 speed, man. There's no difference. Modernist, thank you, bro. See you in a little bit, man. You need to go to the ball by corner for 60 seconds, bro. You need to go, you'll be going to bed with no supper next. That's your warning. 1 minute in. 1 minute in the sin bin. Rijkaard SCB is good, yeah. So that build for Griezmann there, when we still have 19 progression points, is really nice. Speed 85, balance 85, stamina 86. Dribbling, do we want dribbling in the 90s or do we want balance in the 90s? I would say because we're not going to be able to get... Like, we can get this into the 90s if we put 14 into Dex. We could do that. Grid Harren, I don't understand your question, bro. I don't understand your question, man. Yeah, you don't need speed. Honestly, man, you literally do not need the speed for players that are going to be with the ball at their feet. Acceleration, balance, and tight possession is all you need when the ball is at your feet. Griezmann and players like this will still cover ground. 3CB is hard to play with. Yeah, it's not about possession, though. It's just about hoofing the ball and playing direct. King Dre, honestly, man, there's just thresholds. There's thresholds for what certain players work with. And you can look at the player of the weeks and the cards that Konami build with the auto allocate to see the certain thresholds. Konami focuses when they're building the cards on the highest rating a player can give, but they also, in order for the player to reach that highest level, and they auto allocate. Like, I'll show you an example, right? We'll leave Griezmann here for a second. I'll show you an example here with Rijkaard. Now, I like this Rijkaard build a lot, but if you auto allocate Rijkaard, okay? They will give you the best version of Rijkaard here. But look at some of the stats, man. In order for Rijkaard to get the highest visual rating in the game, he has to have certain stats that are just not worth upgrading. For example, low pass. Now, I know it's only 4 points into low pass, but there's no point in putting him because he doesn't reach 90 on low pass. Speed at 86 is another one. So, for example, if I'm training this guy up, you've got 8 points into low pass. That's 8 progression points into low pass. Or, sorry, more than that. That's going to cost you 12 progression points that you can keep. Because you don't need it, man. You don't need passing. It genuinely, you are wasting points if you auto-allocate Rijkaard. So that's why when I see people saying like, oh, you know, my Rijkaard is 155 overall. And it's like, yeah, but like, you're playing with a visually high-rated card, but he's not the best version of Rijkaard within a system. But at certain points as well, it's because that Rijkaard is hitting certain thresholds for his position. So if I was building Rijkaard, I would get his acceleration to his 80. I'd probably go up from that. I would get his speed to 85. I would get his aerial strength because he's going to be my main kind of like stopper, I suppose. You know? Can you see my build for Rummy? Yeah, of course, bro. I'll show you Rummy as well, man. 85 speed, 88 physical contact, but 85 jump, 85 plus heading. That's where we want it to be. Now we're going to go with the acceleration a little bit more as well.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Gary Gifton won Pez Universe, eFootball Universe membership. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Giving it to Chris. Thank you, man. How would you build Vieira if he was your main DMF where you're playing Rijkaard? That's a different question. Yeah, that's a different question. If I was playing Vieira as my main guy, I would probably just withdraw the acceleration a little bit and put probably his defensive awareness up to 90. That's pretty much it, though. It's going to be the same card. It's not going to be that big of a difference. I think I messed up here now because, yeah, I put too much into acceleration. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. So once you have that 80 acceleration there, that's probably where we want to go with it, man. Just for this anchor man. Because he's not going to be covering that much ground. 85 speed, 80 acceleration, 89 kick and power, 74 balance. We'll leave that for the time being. We'll get his physical contact up to this. Oh, one more, sorry. That's going to go to 86. Oh, excuse me. That's 85 speed, 85 physical contact. Now we can start messing up with his defense. We can put 12 into his defense to start off. Or 13, sorry. That's going to give us 95 aggression, 91 tackling. Mr. Rango, you are felt. Thank you, Freaky. I don't think they'll bring a Hull or a Rijkaard card soon, but they will bring another one, yeah. Like, that's a really good card, man. Now, this is obviously a card based on just playing him as a DMF, not as a CB. If you're playing him as a CB, it's a slightly different build. You don't need acceleration as much on the CB, and you probably potentially need better heading. Now, he doesn't have heading, but I've given him area superiority here. I could give him as well. You could give him heading as well. Gary Griffin redeemed rat. Aerial strength, defending. You can go a little bit more with the defending if you want, but I think that's more than enough for a DMF, honestly, because you're going to be covering a lot of ground with him. Maybe you could go one more, but I don't think you need to be honest. You're not going to get defensive awareness to 95, so I don't think that there's a point. Passing is grand, that's grand, dexterity is grand, lower body is grand, aerial strength. Yeah, I suppose you can pop it in 1, or else you can get his heading up, maybe 2, and then maybe 1 into jump. Blood Red, you filthy demon. That's pretty nice, man, for a 101 DMF. Yeah, Zakaria is really good. Zakaria is a beast. Zakaria is a monster, man. What does the title of the stream say, bro? This Zakaria is really good, but he's an anchor man. He's very similar to Rijkaard. In fact, he's almost identical to Rijkaard in how he operates on the pitch. Some people are saying he's better than Rijkaard. I personally don't think he is, but they are pretty much identical. If you look at the stats. Rijkaard is worse in pretty much everything, but lofted pass, heading, he's slower than him. This Zakaria build at 90 speed, acceleration, it's brilliant. Yo, Laurie, welcome in, bro. I have no Margot Robbie redemption yet, but we will get that. Will you play Zakaria mainly as a DMF, or is he going to be usable at CB? Of course he'll be usable, man. Every player is usable at CB. A lot of people are using either Vieira, Rijkaard, or Zakaria at CB. But the reason for that is because, honestly, the game just rewards having tall, long-limbed players to intercept. There's no point having a Modric DMF build. Why would you want to play a Modric DMF, bro? I think this Iniesta build that we had here is pretty much what I will stay with. 5, 2, 7, 13, 12. No, I wouldn't use Modric as a DMF. I'd use him as an AMF, yeah, but not as a DMF. There's no point. If I have to rely on Modric being my best player as a DMF, I would just probably use a double pivot of like a box-to-box like Barella, or I would use Rodri and Barella, if you don't have anybody else. Depends what you're playing for, man. If you're just playing to play with the best players, you're not going to play Modric DMF. Yo, Daniel, welcome in, bro. This Rummy build as a guy leading my line, I would probably change it slightly. But I do want the 90 balance on this Rummy card. Do I want that much speed, though? I probably do. Yeah, I think that's probably the card I would go with, to be honest with you there. The only difference I would use with this Rummy card is beautiful. Like, he's got 90 finishing, tight possession, awareness, balance, and acceleration. I've already showed Platini, man. Go back. You can go rewind the stream a little bit. Yeah, Modric is a beast and Wilshere is a beast. Well, you don't play divisions, bro. You don't play, man. You could play with level 60 overall players in co-op, man. The players that you use are not what works online, man. That's the thing. It's an online built game. If you're pushing divisions, there's no point having 90% possession with the goalkeeper being your main playmaker. You know? I swear, man, it's like Groundhog Day with you. There's no point, man, even me repeating myself the whole time. Playing your friends that are Division 1 ranked is completely irrelevant to playing somebody offline or online that you don't know, man, that are playing try-hard mode to win. That's it, man. When I played you and I beat you, like 1v1, I wasn't even playing try-hard mode, man. That's what I keep saying to you. Playing the game in divisions, when you're up against the Division 1 sweaty guy that's playing every meta tactic, meta setup, and meta playstyle, is not equivalent to playing a Division 1 player who's on your friends list and you're playing casually. It's a completely different thing, man. Yo, Fabian, welcome in, bro. I don't care if you're... I've played professional players, man. I've played professional players. Like literally sat beside them. And it's a completely different thing that if you're playing with cash on the line or for prizes on the line. It's a completely separate feeling, man. Because they're playing try-hard, but they're not playing super win-at-all-costs try-hard. I know guys that will like shoulder charge to reset their formation if they're playing for big prize money. Because that's what works in the game. You know? Ambrosini's good as well, man. Well, this Rummy is really good if he's leading the line for you. Chiesa as well, 90 balance, 91 finishing. Nice. Player progression, 0, 0, 13, 10, 5, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. It's a nice card. Roberto Carlos, 100 speed, 95 acceleration, kicking power 99, balance 93, stamina 98. 86 dribbling, 81 ball control. Yo, Top Gun, what's up, bro? Gilroy, welcome in, brother. Good morning, man. Hope everything is good for you in the States. Well, Kimmich, I think that there's a lot of good Kimmich's cards. Ambrosini is definitely one of the best rated cards in the game, yeah. This Kimmich is quite nice as well. We've got too many cards to play with, man. And to use. This Messi, 100 acceleration Messi with the balance is really nice as well. 1, 1, 10, 1, 11, 11. There's multiple versions of Van Dijk I have. And this Van Dijk is actually quite decent. This captain's one. Very, very nice. His speed is lacking, obviously. But other than that, it's a very fine card as a build-up. I don't know would I go much more into the defending, though, with him. Because if you are defending, you could get his speed into 75. You know? $63, 65. Could go that. That's not a bad card, man. At all. 90 physical contact, 99 awareness, 95 aggression. To have aggression in a build-up with this, with Van Dijk as tall as he is very effective. 75 speed, 65 acceleration. It's a pretty decent card as well, yeah. Saliba, 85 speed version. 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 6, 13, 0, 0, 0. Ben White, very nice build as well for him. 02, 18, 82, 11. I like this Ben White. The problem is, if I'm playing a CB here, I would probably play somebody like Thuram. And to be honest with you, most of the builds I was recommending like in the last month were the 90 speed build. I still think that speed kind of reigns supreme, but I don't think it's as effective as it was before. Where's Ambrosini? We'll get this bad boy in. Kimmich. I know a few people were asking me for Kimmich as well. Who else? Ambrosini? Ambrosini is definitely one of the most like slept on cards in the game. He's unbelievable. His movement in the game is ridiculous. Where is he though? Where's Ambrosini, lads? Am I tripping? Here's Thuram. Costa Curta. Did I go past him? Past him, did I? Thought he's like 94 overall, no? Hullet is here as well. We get Hullet in. I'll show you a build for Hullet. Oh, that's Albertini. Diaz, Kante, Simmons. Oh, he's here. This Ambrosini is a beast, man. He really is a beast. Look at his stats. I have Maradona build up on the channel, man. Up on the stream. Oh, he's a beast, man. He's unreal. He's a really nice card. Give me 2 seconds, lads. All right, let's play one. I think this Makalele, I still have him. Which Brazil? Neymar. Well, watch, I'll show you Ambrosini, man. I've already done Maldini or Maradona. You can go back and look at the stream, man. Just rewind it back. Maybe about 20 minutes. Every run and gun centre forward. Saviola, Michael Owen, Samuel Eto'o, Messi. Every single one of them, man. You just need to have 90 tight possession, 90 acceleration, 90 finishing. And that will get you a lot of the way. No news on crossplay yet, no. Would you really want crossplay though? With the way the game is at the moment. Oh, you're welcome. Wow. Oh, of August. What day is that?
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy. Hoy se enfrentan
Sorry, boys, I'm back there. Sorry, I was just on a call. This guy's a bit sticky, man. As in, he's not a bad player. Connection seems fine, though. Ambrosini's bossing. Oh, that's a great overlap. I have to cut in, though. Lovely Carlos. Put a strength to hull it, lads. Ah, terrible. Ambrosini is a beast, man. I love Ambrosini. Come on, ref. Zakaria at CB is nice, yeah, but I don't think Zakaria at CB unless you're playing meta. If you're playing meta, yeah. No, eFootball 25 will be pretty similar at launch. Where it develops into will be a different story. See what I mean with Ambrosini, lads? He's just a beast. Good hit. Yo, SG Royal, thanks for subscribing, bro. Shevchenko's offering me nothing up front, man. I reckon they will, yeah. I reckon big cards will come. They're just going to keep going up and up and up with the cards. Like that's the only direction they can go until they do a reset and they do a rebalance. They'll probably get 3 years out of this system and then they'll do it. That's just my opinion. That's what makes sense for them. Oh man, the passing is so bad in this game. Nice, Araujo. Nice, good dribble. Oh, it's a cruncher. Not in eFootball 25, Stephen, no. Carlos special maybe? Will he move the keeper? He's a high rated player, so I think he will probably move the keeper, to be fair. He called his bluff. He did move it, but I didn't get enough on it. Probably eFootball 25, I would say. Unless they bring in a mode that's specifically for it, you know? They bring in a mode, I've talked about this, I will do a video on it. If they bring in a mode that's specifically using the new, like, featured cards, that's a way that they could do it also. Oh, it's a dangerous ball, lads. Got lucky. Caught now. On Maradona, man. Maradona in there, in that position, is just a disaster. How good is Ambersini, though, boys? No, Konami won't reset the players unless, like, they give proper notification for it, if that makes sense. They won't do it willy-nilly. Yo, Efootball Rookie, welcome in, bro. Yeah, it's just a short stream today, man. I told you Ambersini is a beast, lads. You can't get past him.
El dorsal 22, el dorsal 25 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, el dorsal 17. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Passing, lads, is so bad, man. It's so bad. Oh my God, man. Just a simple pass, like, it just can't work, and then you're just completely rinsed open. Look at it, man. You just can't pass the ball. Just no matter what you do, you can't. Both teams. Look. Oh, bro, long. Oh, man. Seriously, man. The passing is the worst it's ever been. I don't know what they're even going for with the passing. The passing and getting caught in possession is way worse than I remember, man. Oh my days, man. The first half of this game felt perfect, and the second half, man, is just so bad. Look, I just can't get the ball, man, away. That's a bit better.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
You get one chance. One chance. Great ball! Oh, it's a super ball as well. Super ball, man. Deep waters, lads, with Michael Owen. Nah, it's just off today, man. GG's. It's terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. 20 interceptions that guy had. First half was perfect. Second half was shocking, man. I just couldn't do anything in the second one, man. Second half was absolutely unplayable. We still increased our points, though, somehow. Egyptinio, welcome in, bro. Well, lads, I haven't played in 8 days, man, so it's different. You get rusty. I am rusty, but the game has also changed since I last played it. It changes every week. This guy's playing 5 at the back. No, Platini's not meta, man. I do like him, though. Yeah, that's true, Ron. He is. He's just a fun player to use. Hello, Magar. I will show Sons this after this, man. Stop using caps lock.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, it's not. It's just tiny little things, man, that they change. If the connection is off, there's nothing you can do about it. The new Romario doesn't have an AI playstyle. SG Royal, I mean, the only way you can improve your passing and have some sort of possession in this game is by creating angles. It's not got to do with stats or the players that you're using. But yesterday, the movement felt really, like, funky yesterday. See what I mean there? That's different, I think. That's heavier than it used to be from what I remember. Getting the ball out of your feet. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because I haven't played in a few days. I don't know. Just feels heavier, man. It just feels way different than when I was playing it last 2 weeks. Oh, yesterday we got up to division, like, you know, whatever, and we won 4 games in a row. But it just feels really sticky, man. It's very hard. It feels very, like, sticky. That's the only word I can use to describe it. See what I mean there, man? Like, I can't turn quick enough with Maradona there, even though he's sitting on his arse. I think we'll dip after this one, boys. Look at it, man. Look how slow it is, man. What's going on? GG's good goal. This is shocking, man. Shocking. Oh my god. Oh my god. That nearly got intercepted. I'm not playing as Spain, man. Just their kids. Beckenbauer. Oh, red card. I didn't think it was a red card. Could be a card of special, lads. Switch it around. This could be a goal, man. He's moving keeper. Ah, he's smart. I don't think that was a red card, to be fair. Very bad, man. It's very bad. It wasn't even this bad yesterday, man. It just feels weird. Listen, I'm losing fair and square, man. This guy's probably dealing with the same issues. It's not that. It's just not enjoyable. I do, Let's. Maybe you can teach me, bro. Maybe you can teach me the way. Jesus, man, it's fair bad. Look at it, man. Oh, yesterday wasn't this bad, man. Yesterday was laggy, but it's not laggy. Yo, Abdil, you need to chill out, bro. It's your first warning, man. Chill out. Off. No, yesterday wasn't as bad as this, man.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, boys, I am playing very poorly as well, man. I haven't played in a week. Yesterday we were playing a different level of opponent. I understand that. But Jesus Christ, man, it's so laggy. It's not even laggy. It's just so sticky. I literally can't pass the ball. Anytime I pass the ball, it's closed. Oh my fucking god, man, what are you doing, like? Bergomi. Should have brought on collar, lads. Oh, unlucky. Oh, I read it and all. Boom! Sakaria! It's just so slow, man. Gilroy, I didn't think it was this bad yesterday, though. Honestly. It was laggy yesterday. It's not laggy. The connection is fine. It just feels super heavy. He's probably dealing with the same issues, man. It's the same thing for everybody. Then he almost died clearance off the line. Look at it, man. This is Michael Owen with a little touch and go, and they just can't do it. It just won't work. That's better, Sonny. No, that has to be mine, man. No, it goes directly to him. Oh, my days. Platini. Oof. Yeah, it's just the movement, man. That's what it is. Yesterday wasn't like this. The movement yesterday was fine. It was just laggy. Today, the movement of the players is all over the place. Now, obviously, I'm playing like crap as well. That's obviously a point. Nice defending. Oh no, man, look at the movement again from Sonny Boy. Just the players not moving, man. Let's, you must have been not watching yesterday, man. I mean, if you can't see it sticky, man, that's fine. But it's not about making excuses, man, at this stage. The game is what it is. Off. Let's. You're on your last warning, man. Stop acting Billy Big Balls. Okay? You're not even funny, bro. I've played you 3 times and smacked you 3 times. Stop trying to troll, man. You can't see that the game is heavy, then that's fine. That's it. I don't care. Oof. Yeah, I agree, man. Just time him out. Time him out, man. Give him a ball by corner. He's already after getting his warnings. He just never learns, man. Oh, man, it's so sticky. It's unreal. Why is his son so slow? Oh, great pullback. Ambrosini! Good save again, man. Why does it take so long for Ambrosini, though? Oh, man. Why does it take so long for him to pull the trigger there? All right, Platini, come off. He's tired. Nedved. Griezmann, maybe? Hullet? We'll try Hullet, man. Man, my throat is getting itchy. Luke at 600 seconds. Dre, it's not banter though, man. That's the thing. It's not banter. Like, it's not funny.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 10, Messi, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 22.
Oh my god, man. Holy moly.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Holy smokes. Won't you slide tackle my keeper? Why is it so slow, man? I don't get it. Oh my god, man. This is practically unplayable for me today. Come on, put me out of my misery. Put me out of my misery. Oh, Barry. Beautiful. Go on, sonny boy. Nah, terrible pass, man. Dre, I'm not struggling in Division 3, bro. I've been away for a week, and the game is playing like ass, man. It's as simple as that. Like, that's all there is to it, man.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Seriously. Just blow the fucker up, man. I don't know, can I do another one of them, boys? Seriously, honestly, I don't know. It's just boring, man. It's terrible. Like, yesterday we had lag. Today is just a completely different experience, man. 11 shots on target. 58% possession. I'm telling you, man, it's different from yesterday even. Yesterday was a completely different experience in terms of the build-up. I'm still increasing my points though with 2 draws. You know? That guy had a man down, man. A man down, and I literally could not breach him. It wasn't even breaching him, man. It was just, I literally couldn't pass the ball. Every time I passed the ball, it was just slowed down. Yesterday was not like that, man. At all. Look at the fluidity yesterday in the gameplay, man. Look. Look at the fluidity here, man. In the gameplay. Pop. Platini. Look at Vieira's run. Touch and go. Look at Romario's run. Outside of the foot. Finish. Today, man, it's just so sticky. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it, man, because it's just the same every time. I'll do one more, boys, and then we'll finish up with a couple of builds, and that's it. Yeah, maybe, Gary, maybe, yeah. Now, listen, lads, I'm still, like, I'm still playing terrible. I'm playing really bad. Well, I am playing out wide, man. Just because I'm not playing tactically out wide, 90% of my chances are out wide. Discord. What's on Discord, Lucas? I'll start Discord, man, over the weekend, hopefully. No, I just think it's so sticky today, man. Salt, I'm not too sure if I have him. Jack, did the game just go, like, or did it disconnect? Are we going to get 100 overall in EF 25? What do you mean, bro? We already have players that are like 106 overall. No, but even since, like, I am, obviously, I feel like the week off has put me back about 2 months. Well, I had heard the rumor that Ultimate Team was going to be free, yeah. But I don't know about the main game. Oh, Keys is down. Zakaria is down as well. Do we have an option for Zakaria? We're going to have to play Hullet. Weather in Ireland, it's like about 20 degrees, but it's cloudy. Yeah, but JC, I mean, this is the thing, bro. It's not about the game sometimes, man. It's just about, like, the connection and stuff. You know? Sometimes you're playing against a really good opponent, and sometimes you're playing against the game. That's just the way it swings. It goes like that. Thank you, Hody. You lived there for 5 years, man, in Dublin. Nice. You moved to Germany. You moved back to Germany now. You're originally from Germany, yeah? I'll get to Beckenbauer progression after this. I can't do it in the middle of a game. Freiburg, nice, nice, nice. 31 degrees in England. Oh man, I could do with that now. I never said EAFC would be free. I said that Ultimate Team could potentially be free. I never said EAFC was going to be free. The core game won't be free. Let's with your burner account. Come on, bro. Let's, I thought you'd miss me when I wasn't streaming, bro. But you've just got more crybaby-ish. I think you need a good collaring. That's what you need. I think Collar needs to teach you manners. Again. I don't know, will it, Egyptinho? I think, honestly, when UFL comes out, I'll be very interested to see how it works. Great ball. Oof, that was power, lads. This guy's using Romario, man. Oh, little pop. Lovely. Man, the passing has to be the worst it's ever been, surely. The lag. And the passing has to be the worst it's ever been, surely. Ambrosini again, lads. Absolute monster. Nice. Oh man, this one is laggy now. This one is laggy. Carlos. Lovely ball. Ah, unlucky. Listen, man, I'll definitely play UFL. I enjoyed UFL. But UFL has a lot of fundamental issues that it needs to fix. Man, it's just so slow and laggy today. Nice shoulder charge. Nice. Another rat. Thank you, bro. Love from Ireland as well, man. Pocket of space here. Lovely. And then Maradona hides as well, man. Maradona hides behind the defender. Nice. What are we playing in 2024 now? Man, why are the players hiding behind the centre backs today? Nice lag, beautiful. Almighty lads. Oh man, why is that gone through Saliba's legs? Not even his legs. Great ball. Oof. Oof. No, UFL's a different game completely. Great ball. Oof. Nice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yeah, of course you can, bro. Roman flank is probably more advantageous if you're using a good Roman flank. No, lads, the mood hasn't changed, bro. But I mean, what you're saying is not accurate. You know what I mean? Like, the game is sticky, man. That's all that there is to it. It's not about banter, man. We can have the banter. I don't care if I win or lose. You care more about me if I lose than I do. You've been watching me a long time. Everyone has been watching me a long time. I would rather lose to this guy and actually be playing good football than beat him playing the way the game plays at the moment. Because when the game is not playing fun, man, it's harder to stream long. Like, I'm 2 hours into the stream and I just want to get off. I don't want to stream, man, because the game, it's not fun. Well, Egyptinho, they don't even need to show the gameplay, man. They will have millions of pre-orders already. Like, eFootball is not in that level.
Substitution on the field.
Number 6.
I just can't understand how it's so slow, man. The ball is moving so slow and sticky.
Number 20.
Players hiding behind players. The movement is all out of whack. It's strange. Because this guy's not a bad player. It's not about the skill level of my opponent. Because this guy's actually quite decent. So losing to somebody that actually knows the game is fine. Even though we're not losing, but you know what I mean. Nice. Like, I'm trying to quicken up the play, man, and I just can't. Oh my god, man, seriously. Oh, all right, boys. It's time to go off after this one, man. I'm just getting sick of it now. It's bringing my mood down, man. On Friday. Nice, lovely. Nice dribbling. Seriously, give me a fucking break, please. Go on, Maradona. Everything's just blocked me. That's why is the gameplay so slow, man? I can't understand it. Players hiding behind the defenders, man, has to go. Man, it's so slow. Jesus Christ. What is going on with this game today, man? So slow, man. Nice shoulder charge me. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nedved, maybe? Yeah, weighted pass applies to both passes. Ground and lofted. But the thing is, Saltman, it wasn't like this yesterday. That's the thing. It genuinely wasn't like this yesterday. If you can get his attacking awareness to 90, yeah. But if it's going to cost you too much, that will be enough, yeah. Listen, man, every player build and every player stat goes out the window when the game plays like this. This is the problem.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
I'm going to shoot this, lads. I don't give a shit.
Number 18. Romario.
Stung his fingers at
Number
least.
7. Coming on the field. Number 33. Number 4.
Like, look at that, man. It's not just me, man. That's the thing. This guy is a Division 1 player, man. Top 2,000 in the world. And he's playing like a Division 5 player. Nice defending. Lautaro Martinez beats Maldini in the air. My best defender for heading.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great hit. It's terrible, man. Shocking. Shocking, man. It's really, really, really bad, man. It's just like when the game is playing like this, man, the logic of the game goes out the window. That's my problem with the game. It's the actual logic of the game goes out the window, man. Like, look, right? Look at this, man, here. Look at this here. Just watch this here, man. This is Lautaro Martinez versus Paulo Maldini, okay? Look how high up Maldini is, and he still loses the ball. Watch. This is Maldini, man, who I'm manually defending. This guy had one shot on target, man. I'm going to gain points here, and he's going to lose points here. But the two of us are playing like Division 5 players. 3 draws and I'm up 15 points. Maldini, 85 heading, 90 jump. He has acrobatic clearance, aerial superiority, and I've given him heading, player skill. And he's losing a header to Lautaro Martinez like that. Stuff like that happens in the game, yes, but it's bullshit, man. Simple as that. I don't care. It's not about it being guaranteed. This isn't real life, bro. This isn't real life. Top Gun, that's not... I'm not trying to be offensive to Division 5 players. What I'm saying is that, like, if you were to look at this and the chance creation, my chance creation, what sets people apart that are Division 1 or Division 5 or Division 2 or top 500 in the world, is their chance creation. Because there's a lot of stupid stuff that happens in the game, such as Maldini losing a header like that against Martinez.
Naughty, naughty.
You know? That's not a slight. I'm Division 3, bro. I was Division 4 yesterday. Divisions have nothing got to do with it. What I mean by saying that Division 5 players like that is going to be, like, Division 5 players, their chance creation is a little bit more limited. Carvajal scoring a header in the UCL final and he's 170 cm. Has any relevancy to that Maldini? No, I know Top Gun. I know, bro. I know you. No, you're missing the point, Ezekiel. What I'm saying to you is that my Maldini is built up to win aerial battles. And he's got a good 10 inches on Lautaro Martinez. And he's still losing that aerial battle. Even though I've trained up his jumping to 90, his heading to 85, he's got aerial superiority and heading trained. You know what I'm saying? Well, we still have Hullet, man. We haven't trained up Hullet in ages. Hullet, for me, I know a lot of people play him as a striker. I definitely think Hullet is probably the main guys. One of the main guys. 80 low pass. Don't need much tight possession. If I'm going to be playing him as my CMF, probably play Hullet as like my Vieira type player. Like in that last game, I would have said that if I was watching my play style there, forget about my defensive skill, about that guy was a good defender, and I was decently defending in that game, right? But what I mean is that like what sets people apart from Division 5, 4, and 3 up to like Division 2, Division 1, that guy was Division 1, top 2,000 in the world, right? But what I'm saying is that like the game is so slow that like we both couldn't even create one solid chance. I had one chance that I carved out. That was like a half chance that I should have scored. He had none. Do you know what I mean? That didn't come from a mistake. And he's a top 2,000 player. So he's won a lot of games to get top 2,000. I think this is the best version of Hullet, honestly. I would say that once you have his speed and acceleration at 85, his jumping at 85, his physical contact, we'll leave that for the time being. We can pop 3 into that for his aerial strength. We can pop 3 into that to get it to 90. 91 even, jumping at 88. Defensively, I want to get him on par with Vieira, as close as I can to Patrick Vieira. But you're not going to get it much more than that. That's a pretty decent builder. Maybe one more. I can't get one more into him. So does that mean that I limit the... That's a tough one, man. Do I want 90 aggression and 90 tackling? I probably do if I'm playing him as a CMF, to be honest with you. We need to go 15 into defending then. That's going to be tough, man. Would I play him as that? 90 tackling, 90 aggression? That's tough, man. Yeah, Top Gun. That's a more articulate way of putting it. What I'm saying to you is that in that game, man, my skill level and his skill level was irrelevant because the game was so heavy. And I could see it for him as well. It wasn't just me. It's not me complaining and bitching. Like saying like, oh, that game screwed me. That game screwed him as well because it's just so heavy and sticky. It's not about complaining, man. We know what we have with the game. And I get that. But it's just frustrating sometimes. We could go that build with an 80 build there. You've got 80 speed, 80 acceleration. 90 tackling, 90 aggression, 80 tight possession. Low pass, we could pop 4 into that if we wanted to for an all-rounder. I don't doubt it, lads. I don't doubt it, bro. It's an insane card, lads, as a CMF. But he's a creative playmaker, so you need to up his defense to override that. Physical contact, jumping. If I'm playing Hullet as a CMF in this role, lads, how good is Ambersini, though, man? He's just sick. Boomfa, what do you mean by retraining, not retaining? Retraining. That's the Beckenbauer build. 85 speed version of Beckenbauer is all you need. You don't need anything there. 3, 8, 1, 16. That's it. But this Hullet here, speed, acceleration, 80 each. Ball control or tight possession, low pass, 80 each. SMD, there was no script in that last game, bro. It's just bad connection, man. It's just sticky gameplay. That's all it is. It's free retraining, yeah. Rene, thank you, bro. Thanks for the congrats, man. I do like this Hullet card, lads. It's a very unique card. 90 tackling, 90 aggression, 90 physical contact. Would I go 85 speed? Potentially I would, yes. Because you can do that. You can even go 90 speed with this guy. That's 5 into lower body is going to give you 85. Would you want 85 acceleration? You can do that too. You could do that too, lads. 88 speed. But I would probably go with that, right? Because I don't need him as my creative if I'm playing him in this. If I'm playing him here, I'm playing him as a double pivot. This build is for a double pivot. Something like that. Yeah, you can train him. Like, I don't know if Hullet is still... Like, would Hullet be better than Vieira? It's debatable. Creatively, he will be, yeah. What's the highest rank end of a phase? The highest I've ever got was, what was it, rank 69? Or no, not 69. Was it 72, I think we got? No, top 60. I think it was top 60. No, but Hot T in that last game, bro, it was the same for him. I could see mistakes and chance creation he was trying to do, and the game just... It was just wouldn't not let him. Trust me, that game held my hand in the last one. The gameplay held my hand in the last one defensively, and it held his hand. It was like equal stickiness. I think it was like... What was the top rank we got, man? Was it 63, I think? That was our last time we pushed rank. 2 phases ago. The stream should be still up if you want to go back and watch the stream. This Hullet is beastly, man. But when you compare him to the role that Vieira is going to be doing, then it becomes an issue because you can have a lot of players doing this role. If you want to play Vieira that role, or Kante or any of those. But Vieira has the extra incentive of using him because he's just so long. He's a long schlong. Well, I'm using pass assistance too. Thank you, Gilroy. Thank you, bro. Grandkids, yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, boys. And lads, I do appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming back to check in. We were missing in action for about 8 days with the stream, so I do appreciate it. And trust me, honestly, I think, do you know what it is? Honestly, I'll just be honest with you, lads. I think I'm just burnt out, man. I'm just like the game for me at the moment. Like the gameplay is killing me, right? The new cards and all that, there is hype there, but the new cards only go so far when you go onto the pitch, and your Platini becomes, you know what I mean? Like just any average 70 overall player because the game is super sticky, you know? And then when the game is not and it's flowing, you can do some beautiful goals and have some brilliant moments in the game. And like, it's a combination, as Hot T says, it's a combination, you know, there's a lot of factors going on. You know? But it's tough, man, it's tough. It's different when you're doing videos. Yeah, exactly, Ron, exactly. I have been putting out a lot of content, man, more so for eFootball 25 stuff. And I have content to continuously go out, but the streams are hard because you have to have a different energy. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I think I'm getting a little bit frustrated in the streams because the gameplay is not where I want it to be. Even before I went away, like the last stream that I did, it's hard, like the harder experience the gameplay is, the less energy I have to have the banter and the crack and the hoovers and collar and whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because the game is such a difficult thing to play. Do you know? But this is the Vieira build here, man, if you're going to be transferring him. Who did I say? Who did we have here, lads? Hullet, wasn't it? Yeah. Like, this Hullet is really, really nice. Where is he? Man, I keep going past players. And Bersini's a beast as well, man. I don't have Totti's new card, man. Like this Hullet, if you're playing him as a destroyer versus a creative playmaker, they're both around the same height, weight, both have right-footed, both unwavering form, physicality, the same booster. Hullet is definitely more silky, but he does have sliding tackle, aerial superiority. You'd have to throw a blocker on him, but that's a fairly decent build of Hullet there. Like Vieira is still a beast, but you've got pretty much everything that you could possibly want there. Stamina is the big one. Tackling, aggression, obviously Vieira is going to destroy him. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Would you play Hullet attacking? That's the thing. If you're playing Hullet attacking or striker, he is beastly as a striker. Like, if you're not paying any attention to his defense, right, and you're putting 8 into his dexterity, you're putting 8 into his lower body, you're putting 8 into his aerial strength, putting 8 into his dribbling, don't need passing more than 4, and you're putting, I don't know, maybe 7 into that. Like, that's going to give you 85 dribble, 80 low pass, 85 finishing, 89 heading, 88 speed, 88 acceleration, and 90s for the rest. It's a very, very beastly player. Now, you can get him up higher. A little bit higher than that. Passing, you don't really need too much of. Yeah, I agree, Ron, yeah. The dribbling there as well is not too bad. If you get the 91 ball control, it's going to be good. Yeah, you could play him. I'd play him as a double pivot up front if I was playing, but I wouldn't play him out wide, man. Most people that are playing Hullet are playing him in like a kind of with somebody off him, you know? But that's a good build. I think Let's is, yeah. Let's is watching the stream in the past, man. Let's come to the future, my boy. Come to the future, bro. Yeah, it's a good build, man. There's good builds there. Like, you don't need any into passing, really, if you're playing him as a CF. Do you need to go higher than 85? Potentially not. Do you need to go higher than 90, 80 type possession? Potentially not either. Dexterity, you could go 10. Lower body, or 8. Lower body, you can go 8. That's going to give you 89 and 88 with the boosters. So you can go 2 more into that. 1, 2. That's going to give you 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 94 kicking power, 92 stamina, 85 jump. The dribbling is, I think if you're playing with a 2-man up front, this is kind of where you need to go with it. You don't need any into finishing more than 85. Physically, I would probably pop him up a little bit more. $90 physical contact. Do we want to go 87 jump? The tight possession, I'd like to get to 85, man. But I don't think we can. No, we can't. Yeah, with Phoenix, yesterday the game wasn't like that, though. Yeah, I agree. His build is bad, man. Yeah, well, Chris, we just did that defensive build for him as a CMF or a defensive AMF. See, I'd like to get that balance up to 85, man. That's probably where I would go with it. I'd like to get that balance up to 85. But you see, if you play him as a CF, you're not going to have that creative playmaker style runs. You're just going to have to lob the ball up to him. As part of a double pivot. The tight possession is a bit of a killer, though. I don't think you need that much speed on him, though, man. I would be happy enough. It's hard to know. I'd be happy enough with, like... Like, that build is pretty nice. That's a sick card, in fairness. Drag back, yeah. Ron, do you use Hullet up front now? Yeah, Egyptina, that's a good example of it, of how it is difficult to train him. I think if you were playing him, though, you'd have to play like a double pivot here. And probably go like this. which doesn't really suit me. Boomfa, he's just locked so I can't release him accidentally, that's all. Listen, let's. Rock Chalk wouldn't tie my boots, man. Come on now. He wouldn't tie the laces on my boots. Don't be talking scandalous here now. We can get Araujo in here. Or Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz is actually a beast, you know. Blitz still works. Yeah, Blitz still does work. You just have to give it about half power. Alright, we'll do one more game, lads, and then I'm out. We'll do the rest of the builds then after this game. We'll do one more game. Best position for Blitz Foden? I would say Foden is best using him as a left wing and overloaded. Alright, this guy is a Division 3 guy as well. Lads, honestly, who do you think is the best attacking midfielder in the game? For me, I don't think Platini is like meta, but he is super fun to use. Let me change these kits, man. That could be the problem, you know. Let's go into our sexy Inter Milan kits. Who's the best as between Cruyff and Nedved? Well, seeing as I don't rate Nedved or Cruyff at all, I would say Nedved. Ooh, Platini. Alright, let's see, man. Let's see what we're working with here now. We'll get Maldini in here for Ruben Diaz. We've Platini pulling the strings. Let's crack on. Iniesta for you, Rels, yeah. Nice. Araujo, Tomiyasu, Thuram, Bergomi, Puyol, Riker, Cascorta are the best defenders. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. I'd say Maldini is in there as well, but Maldini's been super weird for me lately. Ronaldinho works very well. Ronaldinho is a purist choice, Noah. Definitely. Neymar, Griezmann says Phil. Latest Iniesta is Smooth. Hullet or Kaka, Maradona, Iniesta, Maradona. Arrow, I haven't retrained all my players. I'm gonna be doing retraining and showing you builds of about 40 players in a minute, and I'm gonna be recording the video as well. So we'll do it live. Harvey Elliott is the best AMF. Maradona, Griezmann, and Cruyff. Baggio. We'll see, Hot T. We'll see, bro. Oh, Griezmann's feeling a bit funky. Have a pop, Griezmann. Rattle it off the man's head. Oh, good save. Hit the post first. Most Messi creative playmaker is also one of the best. Messi whole player. Cruyff, Griezmann, Ronaldinho, Baggio. Win it. Lovely. Oh, what's the carry doing up here, man? Carrier catching up to Mbappe. Lovely. Big heavy touch. See the heavy touches I'm talking about? Oh, man. Oh my God, my own player Griezmann got in the way, lads. That was nice from Platini. This field is a bit better. Bellingham, Musiala, Scholes. I think hold players, yeah, but the creatives have gone really good as well. If you play possession, if you play oh, I didn't mean that. That's my bad. It's a goal, lads. It has to be a goal. Oh, unlucky.
Naughty, naughty.
Waiting for support. That was a great pass, lads. That was a great pass from Sakaria there. What happened there? Glitch in the matrix. This guy's getting caught in possession, man. Oh, Carlos. Oh man, that's a bad pass, wouldn't it? Carlos is causing a wreck up the wing. Back post. Great ball! Griezmann. Pass assist 2, lads. We're using pass level 2. Oh, it's a stupid pass. Didn't mean that. Oh, Greasy. Man, it's... I swear to God, man, it's so slacky today. Actually, good ball. Flick my beam. Is that your username, man? Oh, nice. Teleportation. I never knew Hogwarts Legacy was doing a crossover with eFootball, lads. Have a pass. Ooh. Who's redeeming the rat? Ah, it's lovely, lads. Rizzy. No. Just can't get that final ball, man. No. I was meant to go to Sakaria. I have to make it, and I did. Man, why is it so slow? Why is it so slow today? Oh my God. Oh my God. Dynamic wide. That's my camera. Yeah, Ron, that's all going to be fixed, man, for eFootball 25 stream. I've loads of stuff. I'll give you a little preview, man, of the stuff. Because I know you love all that sort of stuff. Lads, have I scored a goal today? I don't think I've scored today, you know. Oh, Barry. Just off. I've already showed 2 hull-up builds, bro. You just scroll back in the video a little bit. Scroll back in the video a little bit. Oh, man. Jesus Christ almighty. We're down a dark hole, lads, with this gameplay. He's off, surely. Ron, you've lots of collar dollars. You're a millionaire. I told you, man, the game is weird today. It's so weird, man.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 29.514 espectadores.
Oh, what a save. Seriously, what a save. Oh, I didn't mean that. Might work, though. And this is the craziest this is crazy, man, today. It's just crazy. Streamlabs is gonna crash.
El dorsal 24, Griezmann, será reemplazado por el dorsal 9. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, man. Is it once a day? No, SS is just like a second striker. Not a CF. Some players can only play SS. Such as Griezmann, players like that, the standard card, standard Griezmann card. Man, I swear to God, the passing is fair bad. I just can't score, man. Great ball. Hullet, it's what you're in there for. Ah, Hullet, you let me down. Oh man, come on, bro. You just try and defend yourself instead of letting the AI play the game for you. Man, the fucking game is so slow today.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Look at this. I don't know, boys. I don't know, man. I think that's going to do it for today, honestly. I think that's going to do it today, man. There's just no point, man, honestly. It's just one of these games. No matter what you do, but absolutely rids him. Free open chance, and it's third time we've hit the post today, man. Third time we've hit the post. It's just so sluggish, man, and so frustrating. Like, look at my results today, man. Look at my results today. After completely destroying him. And I've increased my points every time, man. We've scored 1 goal in 4 games today. I just literally just cannot score, man, no matter what I do. When I rip someone apart, I hit the post. I said that at the start of the stream, man. I said that at the start of the stream. I hit the post 3 times in that game. As well as having 3 shots on target. But it's just the same. It's, as I said, man, I haven't lost the game today. So it's not about bitching about losing the game. It's just, if you can't, I honestly don't understand why people can't see the gameplay, man. You know? And people can say, you know, I'm not playing well, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that. And that's all warranted criticism, man. But it's the chance creation. You just can't pass the ball quick enough or move the ball quick enough that everything looks predictable. Everything looks like my opponent knows what I'm doing. But the gameplay is just so slow that you can't do it, man. Honestly. That's what it is. It's just the game at the moment, man. Yesterday was completely different. We were scoring goals galore yesterday. We played much better football. It's just frustrating, man. It's just the same thing the whole time with the game. Thursday is laggy, Friday and Monday are just crazy. And then some days it's brilliant, and it makes you want to play it. The solution is to go meta and go quick counter, or go with Deschamps for long ball counter, or go with Southgate for long ball counter. That's it, man. It's just, there's like, as I keep saying, there is no point complaining about it, but it's hard not to complain about it. You know? It's just really, really, really frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. Not frustrating in a way of like that I'm angry and going to throw the controller off the wall. Like, that game is done and dusted now, but it's just hard to play it, man. It's hard to pass the hours, you know? Like, I planned on streaming a little bit longer today because I'm off, and I just don't want to. I don't want to play the game anymore. You know? It's not about complaining when you lose or you draw. It's just like there's just no, like, I don't know even what flow to the game. Everything is sticky, laggy. Players aren't running where you want them to run. They're hiding behind defenders. It's just at a weak point, man. It's Rich Yeo. I mean, as I just said, man, it's not about being predictable. You can't be unpredictable when the game doesn't let you to do it, man. You know? You want to play meta, you can do that all day. But when you're playing possession and you can't spread the ball out wide, like, that's it, man. Like, you're talking about being too predictable there. This is not being predictable because I absolutely rinse it. And this should be enough to win the game for me. This is the pass on here with Ambrosini. This is the pass. Right here. That's the pass back there. Instead, I pass it to his son and cross it. The pass there is to Platini. That's what he was waiting to do. Look. It's not about me saying that I played well in that game. But I mean, I hit the post 3 times in that game. I hit the crossbar and I hit the post twice. You know? The pass on here with Ambrosini is to Platini. That's what he's expecting there. And when I pass the ball in like this to him, he's completely open at the back. Like, that's unpredictability, man. I'm not saying I'm playing the best. I'm never claimed to be the best player in the game. And I'm not saying that I'm not a predictable player. But when when the game doesn't let you be unpredictable, it's very, very difficult. Very difficult. You know? Let's imagine losing to a big baby though, man. Imagine getting spanked 3 times to a big baby with collar. Don't make me pull up the clip now of King Collar. Don't make me put up the clip of the King. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll take mercy on you. I'll take mercy on you today. But honestly, man, it's not about like crying about it or whatever, because it doesn't matter to me if I finish Division 3 or Division 1 or Division whatever. It's the problem with it is that like this game at the moment, it just doesn't reward you to play anything but the meta. That's the problem. You know? I didn't get Yamal either, to be fair. Like, if I had Romario in that game, I probably would have won 2 or 3 of those games. I definitely would have scored. No, it's not that you don't have skill, man. I never question your skill at all. I know what we have a bit of banter and stuff. But as I said to you, man, it's like having skill in the game is different than having the game having issues. That is the main point. I could put Nedved in left midfielder. That wouldn't be bad either. I don't have a build for Neves, but he's too slow, man, to build, I think. Nah, Egyptinho, I'm not going to play meta, man. I'm not playing the game meta like a month away from eFootball 2025. I've no interest in doing it, man. I'm not going to play meta. I've done enough meta. I've done enough videos on meta, anti-meta. It's not going to change the core problem with the game. It'll just make every game more rapid. Yo, Skinny, what's up, bro? Yo, Steven, did you get a new job, man? Nice. Yeah, exactly, football lad. It's not that deep, man. Losing and winning is a separate category, right? If you're complaining about losing and the game is playing fine for you, that's different. That depends then whether you're a beast or a bitch. If you complain when the game is playing fine and you lose to a higher skilled opponent, I've done that on stream. You can lose to rats, you can lose to people that you don't think are as good as you can lose to bad connection, you can lose to people network tampering. There's lots of different variables that you can lose to. I've held my hand up and said, listen, I just got outplayed in that game. GG's. But a lot of the time is, more of my frustration comes not from winning and losing, because I'm not pushing rank or I'm not pushing win streaks. It's from just the gameplay just isn't enjoyable. That's it, man. And it's easy for, me to sit on stream and just be like, smiley the whole time and be fake and be like, oh, this game is amazing. And it's also easy for me to just completely dump on the game. So it's not an act. It's just whatever is happening on the screen, I try translate it, and it's just heart to my sleeve, say it straight out. Game is playing bad today, I'll say it out. Some people don't like when you complain about the game. That's fine. Some people think that no matter what I say or experience on the game, it's still me at the end of the day losing games. But what I'm saying is that if you want to lose less games and you want to win more games, you have to play the way the game wants you to play. That's it. And there's no top rank that will disagree with that, man. No top rank will disagree with it. We played a top 2000 in the world guy earlier in the stream, right? He's obviously good enough to get top 2000. He looked like a noob, and I looked like a noob. He couldn't create any chance. Every time he tried something, I was able to predict it. Every time I tried something, he could predict it. Was it two high-skilled performances outperforming each other or holding each other? No. It was just every time I passed the ball out wide, he was able to get back and intercept before I could do anything. Anytime I took him on in a dribble, he'd be closed down. And the hand-holding, the auto-assistance, everything. That's it, man. It's just frustrating. Exactly. Going against the design of the game. That's it, man. But as I said, it's still enjoyable when it does flow. Today is just a bad game. I mean, I didn't wake up this morning and, want to bitch and moan about the game. I woke up this morning and I wanted to do like a 6-7 hour stream and have the banter. But the game just isn't behaving today, man. When's the baby coming? I don't know, bro. Not for a while, Nicola. No, but lads, honestly, man, it's not about having a bitch and a moan. I mean, genuinely, if these are the worst things in my life that I have to bitch and moan about, like, I count myself very lucky, complain about a video game. It's not about having a bitch and a moan. It's genuinely just talking. I mean, or else the stream would just be silent and I'd only praise the game when there was something to praise. It would be a very quiet stream. Because I still play this game, I still love this game, I still love the community that we're building. But there are going to be highs and lows with the game, week in from week out. That's it. Thursday was a high, You lost 10 games in a row. But listen, man, it's only losing games. Once you're enjoying, like, the gameplay is different. I would rather lose 10 games in a row and be able to score, be able to create chances, be able to dominate at certain parts and lose to a knock-on or a free kick or a penalty or a bad call. Like, today has just been very, very difficult. Very difficult. No, I would play subscribers today, man. I just don't think that the gameplay is enjoyable today. That's the only reason. We haven't lost any games today. That's the frustrating part. But, like, it's super rare. I can't remember the last time, no matter how bad I am or how bad of a period I'm going through, I can't remember the last time where I've only scored 1 goal in 4 games. And I've hit the post about 7 times today, I would say. Nice, Stephen, nice. Let's, you're using this chat as this YouTube stream, man, as a Tinder. I swear to God. Yeah, I just can't score, Vince. That's the thing. But it's not for lack of chances or anything like that. It's just every time I get a clear chance, on goal, it's either hitting the post or it's just been a miraculous block from a keeper or an AI. That's a good idea, Stephen. All right, just to end the stream, lads, right? And I'm going to make this a video. I'm going to make this video, right, where I'm going to do pretty much the top, as many as we can in 10 minutes. I'm literally just going to show the builds of all the cards. So I won't be really chatting to you guys in the stream until this is over. But I'm going to show you from, like, all the builds. So I'll start with the starting 11, and I'm literally just going to go into Petr Cech. We're going to show you the build, player progression, and this. Talk you through it, and just give a couple of little hints and tricks on it. And it's going to be like maybe 10-15 seconds per player. And then we're going to upload that on YouTube as well. All right. Saliba, we'll do them all. And then obviously I'll go into these builds as well. And I'll show you the different builds for these. And we'll do maybe about 10 minutes of a record. And all the bench as well. All right, so let's get cracking, man. All right, so we're going to show you some of the best player builds and some of the builds that I'm using. Any that I'm going to change, starting from our starting 11 here. We're still messing around with our starting 11. Gameplay's been a bit weird today, so obviously we're going to be doing this with a lot of kind of still experimenting on it. But basic back four, you've got your front two with Hullet up front. We're testing him out, but I'm going to just show you all the builds here of maybe 50 players and go through it quick. There's Cech. So you've got 1 into aerial, 9 into goalkeeper 1, goalkeeper 2 is 10, and goalkeeper 3 is 12. That's going to give you 95 plus on awareness, catching, and reflexes maxed out at 99. Doesn't really need jump. Any tall keeper doesn't really need jump. Carlos is down as our main attacking option to bring the ball forward, to cross the ball in, to dribble, and obviously to be manually defending with him as well. There's his stats, and this is his build. 5, 6, 7, 7, 9, 1, 8. Only 8 into defending to get 85 aggression. You've got Saliba, a big card that a lot of people are continuing to use. One big thing with the centre-backs, I think with the gameplay at the moment, it'll probably change for eFootball 25 or the next update. Speed at 85 is more than enough for any build-up CB or any non-destroyer CB that I've personally found. There's no real difference. All the players are still able to catch up with the main fast players. There's his stats. There's the build. 2, 0, 6, 13. You can throw on a couple of different play style or a different player skills if you want to. Same with a destroyer. So we don't have any speed on Ruben Diaz here. We've just maxed out his defensive capabilities, but this only has a couple of levels. It's only 21 levels. So a better example of a destroyer would probably be somebody like Maldini, who's going to have that 85 speed and maxed out defensive capabilities as well. So there's 2 destroyers there where we're going to have 10 into lower body, 6 into aerial strength, and 12 into defending with 2 into goalkeeper, 1 for jumping. And that's going to give us 90 jumping, all 95 plus with the defense, and 85 plus with the speed, 75 stamina, 84 physical contact, 85 heading. Pretty decent. Bergomi is going to be really playing as kind of like a defensive right back or a centre back hybrid. 90 speed. Now I'll slightly change this Bergomi here because I don't think that we need as much speed. But if I was going to change it, I'm probably only going to put a 2 into acceleration. There isn't really much point. Like, you could change it a little bit and make his physical contact a little bit better. You're not going to improve the tackling too much. So you could do that if you wanted to, but to be honest with you, 15 into defending is probably where you're going to end up anyway. Maybe if you wanted to go 16 into defending, you could go that route as well. A little bit more into aerial strength. The speed and the dexterity are going to take up the rest of it. You could go that route as well if you wanted 90 speed. I don't think you need 90 speed, but that's a maxed out tackling and maxed out defensive engagement with heading, jumping, and physical contact. I would potentially go with this build here. So instead of 7, 7, 4, 16, I would probably go with like 3 into this. I would go to dexterity. I would probably go 80 with that, maybe 85. And then I'm probably going to go 16 still into this, but I'm probably going to throw up his strength a little bit more, his physical contact a little bit more, just to get the jumping up and all that sort of stuff. And then we can go with the acceleration a little bit more and the passing or the dribbling if you want it. You're not going to need that because he's going to be like a third man CB. 85 speed, 84 acceleration, 88 physical contact, 85 stamina, 99 defensive and tackling, 96 aggression and defensive awareness. Very, very solid. Zakaria, a lot of people using this card now. Again, he's a 90 speed build. If you don't want a 90 speed build, you could use Rijkaard, who I have here as well. They're both very similar cards. We'll get through a few of these instead. But these are similar cards, except that Rijkaard is the 85 speed. So you can do that and adjust accordingly. But if you want more tackling into the speed, you are going to have to go about maybe 5 into his lower body. But that is the build that we've gone for there. And then Vieira. This is probably the best build for Vieira because you're maxing out his tackling, you're getting his aggression over 95, and you're getting the physical contact and stamina maxed out while still having good tight possession and defensive awareness at 88. But that's going to take a big amount of points into defending and lower body, and that is the ultimate build there for Vieira. Son, it's all about just getting as much as you possibly can into the 90s, a fairly standard build, unless you're going to be using him a little bit differently. I don't think you need much more than that. 14, 14, 5, 90 finishing and curl, 90 speed. Some people have said 95 finishing curler or finishing on him, and 95 curl is going to be better. I don't think you need it. Blitz curler is blitz curler. Nedved, very solid kind of hole player. We're playing him on the right this time, but he's better as an AMF if you can afford to do that. 2, 5, 11, 9, 9, 1, 4. And then our top two buys up front. 85 speed Griezmann with 90 acceleration. The rest of his stats are going to be pretty solid. But from here, if you decide that you want to put this build here, it just depends on whether you want to get him to go 90 or to go 90 finishing with a bit more dexterity, which is what I would potentially go with him. You don't need passing on him, but we top 4 into that. That's 91 finishing, 93 acceleration. You don't have the balance at 90, but you can get that to 90 if you want with a little bit of alteration. And then a center forward specific Hullet. I will show a different build of Hullet here in a second, but 7, 0, 7, 12, 9, 6, and 1 into goalkeeper, 1 for the jumping is going to give you this beast up front. But at the moment, the crossing in the game is just completely busted, in my personal opinion. For the reserves here, we've got Messi, 100 acceleration as a Roman flank. These are without the boost, obviously, but we'll get it. 1, 1, 10, 1, 11, 11. You also have this Messi, which is the freebie. Don't need much speed or stamina. It's all about acceleration, balance, whatever. 4, 3, 8, 11, 10, 6. And then the other Messi that you have here is the old school Messi, or else the Ambassador Pack Messi. It's pretty much going to be the same for all of these Messi cards. Once you have the dribbling and the tight possession and the balance and the acceleration all up into the 90s, you're going to be okay with that. Dennis Law, 83 speed. Obviously, when you bring him into the squad, you're going to be getting the boost to that at 85 speed with 96 plus acceleration. Finishing at 92, 101 attack and awareness. That's going to be very, very solid. And then, of course, Van Basten. It's going to be similar. You're going to be getting the boost to all of these when you bring them into the main squad. That's going to go from 87 to 90 with Pep Guardiola. Acceleration at 91. Balance is going to be a bit of a killer on him. But that is going to be the card. 7, 0, 3, 12, 9, 6. And then the rest of the reserves that I have here, there's lots of cards that you can train up. But essentially, you're going to be getting the +3 to every stat on the speed here with Pep Guardiola. So that's going to be a 90 build there for him. And of course, you will have 8, 4, 8, 12, 6. If you want to go Cantona, not that I'd recommend playing him, you're going to have a 90 acceleration build Cantona here, which is pretty decent. 11, 0, 4, 11, 9, 4, 1. And then we also have Mbappe. So a lot of people ask me about this Mbappe card. I definitely think he's a beast. I haven't used him that much. 4, 4, 10, 9, 11. I think the key with Mbappe with this build is to have 90 in everything. Tight possession, dribbling, finishing, and balance all over 90 with the acceleration. I think, honestly, it's all about giving him the kind of different additional skills. You need one-touch pass on him, which we haven't unlocked yet. So that's kind of roughly a different couple of builds there of the reserves. We also have Saliba. We've already covered him. It's pretty much the same build. David Villa. All you need to focus on any of these players is to get their balance, tight possession, and acceleration up over 90. That's all you need to do. Davids, Stevie G, any of those guys are going to be similar, right? There you go with these builds here. A couple of these builds I'm still testing out, but they will definitely work for you with the current gameplay, because the current gameplay at the moment is a bit crazy, to be honest. Who else do we have? Stevie G. Stevie G is going to get a nice boost with the manager when you bring him in if you're playing him as this role. Very, very solid all-rounder. 3, 8, 9, 9, or 3, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 for that build there. The rest of the players that we have on our bench, like Romario, there is a new Romario out, but that's the build we've gone for there with him. You don't need to upgrade to the new Romario if you're not. You know, if you're beasting with this Romario, you don't need a new Romario. If you've never got Romario, get the new one if you can afford it. He's a beast. Very, very solid build there. One of my favorite players. And then we also have, where am I going? We also have Kimmich, Beckenbauer. A lot of people ask me about Beckenbauer. Again, 85 speed with 90 defensive engagement is the key on this guy. 3, 8, 1, 16 into defending. We also have Ambrosini. I'll just go through these very, very quickly without really talking about them. You can pause the video at any stage. Kimmich. These are like the 85 speed for defensive players seems to be more than enough now. Obviously, we're still testing it out. 101 acceleration. Michael Owen, don't need much more into finishing. It's all about dribbling and dexterity. And then Ruben Diaz. With this, we already covered him. Baggio. Is Baggio better than Platini? They're both very, very similar. I'll show you here in a second. This Maradona. The freebie Maradona. 7, 5, 6, 12, 9, 1. I will say one thing. If you're playing Maradona in a more central role, it's a slightly different build. But if you're playing him here as an SS, that's probably the build to go for. You need more finishing. This is a more of an attacking midfielder build, this Maradona build that you saw there. And then Platini. So this Platini will end with this. This Platini here versus Baggio. They're very similar cards if you look at them there. Very similar stats. You can pause the video here at any stage. But this Platini, we just don't have 90 speed in him. But he is a beast. So that's it, man. That is it for a lot of players. If anyone else will do a part 2 with this video. All right, boys. That's it, man. I'm recording. Sorry. Sorry, boys. I just went into my zone there. One take, man. That's what we do. Yeah, well, listen. We covered about, what, 25 players there? Starting 11, the subs. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, yeah, about maybe 30 players. That was about 9-minute video, yeah. Well, look, like you don't need to, like, for example, man, you don't need to do, right, any of these cards, for example, if you've got a double pivot up front, right, or you're playing a meta kind of 3 up front, right, if you're playing this up front and you're kind of doing this style, which a lot of people are playing now, or a lot of people are like playing like this, or some variation of this, right? And then obviously they have their 3 CBs. If you're playing this, right, which is what a lot of people are playing now, 4-2-1-3 or whatever, okay? Like this, or a 4-3-3 with 2 CFs. You don't need a build for every single center forward, right? All of these cards fall into the same sphere, right? So any centre forward that you're going to be running and gunning with, or touching and going, or pass and move, or dribble first, the likes of, say, Vinny Jr., Fernando Torres, Rumi, Zamorano, Saviola, Mbappe, any of these players that I'm mentioning here, Neymar, any of these players, Mbappe, Son, whatever, Griezmann, Baggio, whoever, Romario, Michael Owen, whoever. All you need to focus on is having tight possession, finishing, balance, and acceleration 90 plus. If you can get 90 plus in all those stats, that's as much as you need to go with them. You know? It's the same template applies. It's the same way as if you're using a DMF Anchorman. If you look at a DMF, if you look at Rijkaard or Anchorman, right? You look at the stats. It's kind of similar. And even with Zakaria at 85 there, I would probably take off Zakaria here for the 90 build. And I would just give him 85 speed. Like, you're not going to notice it that much with this build. And it's only going to 5 or 6 points. Yeah, I'm going to do another one of them as well, where I probably have about 100 players in total. But 95% of those builds are probably what I would use. There will be a couple of changes in that. But if you can get, like, what, 16 into his defending there, I probably wouldn't even go that. I'd probably go tackling at 90. You're not going to get... he's got the booster on that. So we actually don't even need to go that route. So we'll go 5 and 14. Like, this Zakaria, man, he's unbelievable, man. He really is unbelievable. Yo, Lummy, what's up, bro? That's 90, 92, 99, 92 defense, 85 speed. Now we get the acceleration up a little notch. Right here. That's going to bring... Oh, one more, sorry. That's going to bring us up a little bit. That's going to bring us to 80 acceleration. We'd like to get 70 balance on him, but I'm not too concerned yet. Tight possession, we don't need much more tight possession because we're not going to be running with him. Low pass, we don't need much more than that either. Because you know what you're going to be doing with this Zakaria. He's going to be sitting as a third CB. Now, I'll try and get position trainer on Zakaria. If we can get him as a CB. Attacking midfielder. Attacking midfielder. Left midfielder. Oh, come on, bro. Look at that for bullshit, man. Okay, we didn't get it. We didn't get it, man. But 85 speed, 80 acceleration is more than enough. Stamina, I'll probably go a bit higher with that. That's the one thing with this card that you need to track up the speed a little bit with him. Because there's nowhere else to put it. There's nowhere else to put these. You don't need more than 75. You know? That's the problem. You do want to get the physical contact up a little bit. Yeah, but physical contact is kind of wasted a lot of the time. Now, you can get it up quite easily with this card because he's getting a boost. You can get it up to 90. But there's nowhere else to put this now. You've got 90 physical contact. You've maxed out his defense. You could go with the heading if you wanted to do that, or the jump. But you're going to have to bring up the stamina. That's the problem. So that makes you bring up his speed a little bit. Because you do want the stamina at least 85, I would say. You could leave it at that, honestly, if you wanted to. Tight possession, low pass, speed, physical contact, jumping, heading. I mean, I would be tempted to probably put the stamina up one more. But it's going to cost 3 points. But where else are you going to put it? You're going to put 4 into passing? I don't think so. You're going to put it into dribbling? Well, John, that's the thing, man. That's an animation-based thing as well, yeah. You could do the dribbling. We could do the dribbling 80. But we're not going to be dribbling with him. So that's a waste of points, in my opinion. You can't go any more with the defense. You're going to go more speed? Potentially. You could do that. That's going to be a 91 speed, 92 defensive awareness, 94 tackling. He's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, to be honest with you, Zakaria. This Vinny is really good through the middle. I wouldn't change too much with that card, to be fair. You want the balance at 90, tight possession at 90, dribbling at 97, ball control at 91. Finishing, we gotta have 86 at that. We can go finishing a little bit more if you want. Maybe not. Like, that's still a sick card, man. With the kicking power. Get that kicking power to 80. 94 speed, 99 acceleration, 90 balance. Low pass, finishing, doesn't really matter. Very solid card. That's the thing. You've too many progression points, you might as well use it. Alright, boys. I'm going to leave it there, man. I'm going to get some grub. It's been a 3-hour stream. We will be back probably Monday, hopefully. The game is a little bit better. I did plan on streaming a bit longer, man. But yeah, we're going to quit while we're behind. And I'm still tired, man. I'm still tired. So we will be back Monday. We'll have a couple of more videos up. I'll have a video up live there in a little bit as well. I think our next video is going to be about the player reset. But yeah, we'll have all the reviews then as well. The player of the week review has already went out. I hope to see you guys on the stream on Monday. We'll be back, and hopefully we'll have more stuff going there. I don't know, do I have Rodri, man? But honestly, all anchormen have the same thing going for them. All anchormen have the same thing. Rodri, I'm all. Any cards that I missed, I will have in another video coming up. So lads, that is it for me, lads. I will chat to you later. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Yeah, and I'll talk to you in a bit, man. Peace.